Alright guys, welcome back to another edition of Night Time. We've got a jam-packed show tonight and a jam-packed panel. We've one beautiful person and the rest of us ugly mugs, but Corey and
Good evening.
the Minion,
Hello.
Crazy Lady,
Hello.
and me as usual. So wasn't the best of games for us.
Result.
The result didn't go the way we wanted, but I sort of expected it because the Titans do that to us all the time.
I don't think the Knights have won up there for
7 games.
Yeah. So it's been a big stretch.
So next year, I put it towards them. We go up there on the Wednesday, and I'll go with them, and we'll go to Movie World and all that in the first couple of days. Then we'll get down the train, so they're nice and relaxed.
I'm pumped.
Something's got to change because they're our kryptonite team. They just can't win against
Take
them.
them out to the Strip as well.
The way?
At the Gold Coast. The Strip.
That's probably half the issue.
But when they come to Newcastle, it's a different story.
Yeah, that's right. We can play at home,
Yeah.
but just up.
Wasn't it against them? Edric scored the 5 tries.
It was.
Yeah. So we can beat them down here, but not up there. But anyway, we'll get into that soon. But yeah, good result for you guys, for Penrith.
Was the Warriors.
Doesn't matter. A win's a win, and especially our pants pulling down like that one.
Parramatta's our kryptonite.
Every team has one. Every team has one. So ours is definitely the Titans, without a doubt. But we'll get into it. The crew review. But first up, too, player movement for the Knights. So, first one, the two from England, with Price and...
It's gone through me, bro.
I just had it.
Yeah,
Price
yeah.
and the other fella.
Yeah.
Is all but been confirmed they've signed.
So that's for not next year, but the year after.
I think so.
But they're trying for next year.
But they're trying for next year.
Okay.
So that Price, his father was a really good footballer, apparently. Will Price.
Yes, I remember watching him.
Yes. So they're... And now also the Broncos... Tyson Gamble. My info is that he signed and it will be released within the next 2 weeks. So there's mixed reactions about that, but I think it might be good.
What I've seen him when he plays for the Broncos, I think he puts 100% in every week. I think he'd be a pretty decent buy.
Well, every game he's played with the with the Broncos, they've won. So, and he's, how do you put it? He's one of those players that will get in your head. And you play against players like Cody Walker, Latrell Mitchell. You get in their head and rattle them, you've half got the game won.
That's right.
So, to me, he's got a bit of cockiness to him, a little bit of footy arrogance, I'd say, because I don't think it's arrogance, but it's footy arrogance. And he's sort of got a little bit of, for a 5'8", a little bit of mongrel in him. So I say, why not? Take a gamble.
With Gamble.
It's
That's
better
right.
than Luke Brooks, put it that way.
I wasn't going there, but you've brought it up.
Oh, definitely.
Luke Brooks is not our answer. I'd be going on him, and if we have to chase somebody else, why aren't we throwing money at the Dragons half?
Ben Hunt.
Ben Hunt.
Apparently he's had a meeting with someone from the Bulldogs.
Feel good.
Yeah, but how much money has the Bulldogs got? Do they have a sombrero?
Apparently.
They're the new Roosters now.
Yeah, they're
So,
coming up behind players, aren't they?
I mean, but if you go to Ben Hunt, you offer him the money that everyone else is offering him, you say, one of your good mates, Tyson Frizzell, is at the club. Sure, that could
So
persuade him.
Dangle and Garrett, you reckon?
I reckon him and Gamble at 5'8.5" could be a good match. Because, unfortunately, it looks like Clifford's not going to be staying.
No. Now, I read today that Jock Madden's, the Tigers have told him to
Penrith.
take a hike. Yeah, okay, Penrith. Yeah.
Penrith will wrap him up. And I think he'll go there because you look at the two Penrith halves that are moving on. how they've come into the game in the last 12 months under Cleary and their
So what's Sullivan's now gone to the
Sullivan.
Dolphins, and who's the other guy?
who's
Is
the
it
week going to dog?
Is it Kurt Falls? Is he staying?
That's Salmon.
Salmon?
Salmon? Is he going?
I'm not sure. I think he is, isn't he? One of them.
He's off contract. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's.
Well, even Kurt Falls too.
Yeah.
Look at how they've all come through that nursery.
Well, their academy is second to none.
So I'd say he'll end up there, but he wouldn't be a bad one either. But I just don't understand. You know, all these people going, "Oh yeah, Luke Brooks this, Luke Brooks that." He can't even do it at the Tigers. So how's he going to do it at our club?
Yeah.
You know, he needs some decent players around him as well. But I just don't think he's the answer for us.
Look, Luke Brooks does need a change, but you're
And
right.
Newcastle's
Maybe it may not fit into the Knight system.
I don't think so. He might go good at the Bulldogs with Matt Burton outside of him. But yeah, for me, it's
And the rumour that they want to swap Tyson for Luke Brooks. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
that's like trading trading your club sport in for a Chimera. It just doesn't
I
happen.
wouldn't even trade Tyson's sweaty boot after a game for Luke Brooks.
Yeah, but the Chimera's probably cheaper on fuel.
Yeah, but Tyson Frizzell, he just
He just gets in and gets your job done.
he's a workhorse.
He's
you
got
know,
a motor on him.
That's right. To me, he is one of the best second rowers in the game. He's up there in the top 5. So you wouldn't swap him for.
He's in my side, first picked every week. Fit.
He's a machine. But anyway. Yeah, we might jump into what caught my eye nice and early this week.
Ow, my eye! Ow, ow!
So, what caught your eye this week, Gordon?
Well, what caught my eye? The Roosters and the Melbourne game. How many times we see this? But Nelson Asofa Solomona, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Big Nelson.
Asofa Solomona
Or Nas.
gets away with the elbows and the cheap shots.
Yeah, but I must admit, he's one as bad as.
Well, you're a Hargraves.
Yeah.
That's right. And he gets away with everything. So if he got a scot-free, so should Nelson.
Neither of them should.
But Lindsay Collins gets 4 weeks
That's
for a
right.
hip drop. Yeah, I mean, probably deserved, but if Solomona did that,
Well, Felice Kafusi was let off on an alleged hip drop.
yeah. So I believe there's some protected species out there.
Oh, 100%. So, and this whole carryover point system, get rid of it. Each one should be on their own merit. Okay, if you're a repeat offender, they can go, look, you're coming here way too often, but each one should be on their different merit. And the consistency, like you said, that's just not there.
Yeah.
Well, Nas has been now a total fine of $11,800 just this season.
But the thing is, too, it's not coming out of his pocket. I don't care what anyone says. The Melbourne Storm are paying that.
Yes.
And their corporate sponsors. There might be a sponsor down there, okay, Johnson & Johnson shoes or whatever. And they're paying all that on the side, and Nelson's doing their endorsements or doing something for them. It's not coming out of the Storm. So there's no penalty there. It's not bothering them one little bit.
That's right.
So, but in saying that, there needs to be a reshuffle of the whole NRL system, and that's one of them, because it's just, okay, I'll get into it a bit later. There's another incident I want to bring up, but I think others might have it, so I'll talk about that one later. Big Mitchell.
What caught my eye was Jacob Safidi's try. I reckon that was a try all day of the
Oh,
week. Like
definitely.
even when it went to
100%.
video referee, like you could clearly see the ball touch the ground.
But see, that's another thing. What are the bunker watching that we're not watching at home?
Exactly.
Did the referee go upstairs and say no try to start off
Yeah,
with?
Yeah.
And that's when they go, oh, because he said it's natural. Use those things between your legs and make your own decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Stop relying on the referee.
like-
The referee couldn't see it. You can see clearly on the day, on the TV, what we're
It
watching.
was like he was nervous to make a decision up there.
That's right. That's what I mean. It's a grow a set of kahunas and make your own decision, because that's what you're there for.
Yeah, what's the point of having it if you're not going to use it?
I mean, good on him for putting Stevie Wonder in the box on the weekend, but Christ, come on.
Well, I hope I don't see it in the finals, because that could cost the team a grand final.
Well, that's right. Imagine if it was like, really it cost Canberra that 6 again. You know what I mean? So that if that was my team, I'd be causing a riot. That's ridiculous, absolute ridiculous, and they're on good money, so there's no excuse. Yeah, but Jacob Saifides was a try.
And Clem.
Yeah, the big clam. Oh.
Steam's coming out again.
Your turn.
My turn. All right, mine was actually in one of the women's games.
Excuse me.
Broncos and Roosters. The Broncos number 6. I'm unsure of her name.
No, I'm not sure. I don't.
No, I've got to get familiar with them. But she was going in for a try saver, and she ended up as what people are describing as the scorpion move, where her face was down. I'll get Adam to put a photo up. But her,
Yeah, the legs were up
the
over.
way,
I
it looked like she was doing some sort of yoga.
I reckon she would have had some grass burns along her face, I tell you.
She saved that try, though, so good stuff.
Yeah, no, it was a... I look at that and see some of our tackles on the weekend and go, guys, are you watching this?
They're too scared.
You know what I mean? Like this lady put her body on the line and saved a try, and now someone's just go, got past me.
Well, I mean, the women's NRL's been going for 2 weeks now, and it's going from strength to strength every year that it's getting televised. The games are just awesome, and there's more tries being scored. Defence is awesome. Like, it's just, and there's with more teams coming in next year.
Yes.
I think it's Cronulla is one of them, and the other one is the Tigers.
So Penrith have got a team, but that's not coming in next year.
I'm not
The
100%
Cowboys
sure,
and
yeah.
Penrith.
It is Penrith. Yeah.
So is it,
No.
was it
There's 4.
4? Oh, there's 4, right.
I thought Manly was...
No,
I know-
I heard on the.
I definitely know
news.
Cronulla and the Tigers were.
Yeah, Cowboys and Penrith.
Right.
Because I know Penrith have got a women's team there,
So they'll be called the Cowgirls.
I suppose. So the Panthers, the Pink Panthers?
Pink Panthers, yes.
Because they actually talking on the girls' game on the weekend. Number 11 for that play for Newcastle. They reckon she'll go back to the Cowboys because she come from the Cowboys.
Oh, that Romy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Teasel?
Yeah, 'cause she originally started at Brisbane in the inaugural game.
I know because she's a good player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
There's some good
And
players
she's
there.
moved from fullback this year as well.
Yeah.
So the depth that the Knights of women have got is good. So for her to be in the forwards. But you can't take the place of Tamika Upton. She, we'll talk about it obviously a little later, but she had a blinder.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right. Was that
that was it. Only one this week.
only one? Well, what got me was the spear tackle on Dom Young. Old mate Kelly, I think he's going to get 4 weeks. Was it as bad as Cleary's? I'm thinking so, maybe. So, there's at least this consistency there.
Yeah, the refs are consistent in this area.
But the other thing that caught my eye was Victor, Radley, and Nelson. Let them go. Like, Victor and, what's his name? J.W. Hargraves. They were going at it. And then Victor decided to jump in and have a go. Nelson was just slowing the ball down. He held on way around the shoulders kind of thing. And then Victor come and grabbed him in a chokehold around there.
Do you know what was a nice thing to do? Like when later on in the game when Radley knocked himself out, and they got the Medicab out, Solomona was the first person to give him a clap.
Oh, Nelson's a very hard. He can be a bit dirty at times, but when it comes to things like that, he's the first person to make
so
sure.
I thought it was a
welfare.
nice touch.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd love to have him on our side. Like a lot of people don't like him, but he's another clam. He's hard, and he will have your back when they go. But just for Victor to go up and have old mate standing by, there was a player in front of Victor. He had hold of Nelson, and then Victor's leaned over and grabbed him and pushing in on his throat. I thought that's a bit of a dog act. And imagine if Nelson wound him up. That's good night, Victor. But yeah, I just let him go. Let Hargraves and Nelson sort down on the field. Give him 10 and then bring him back.
Isn't there going to be a boxing match?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, why can't they? Yeah, have a
Has-
boxing match at the end of the year.
Has he agreed to it?
I don't know. It'd be good if they do.
I reckon Nelson would wipe the floor. with it.
Definitely be going to that one.
I reckon Big Nelson would wipe the floor.
Didn't
said- I
didn't
said-
Nelson get into trouble in Bali?
Bali.
Yeah.
He took about 4 or 5 bounces out that night. So, you know what I mean? He's a big specimen, a big unit. I mean, you seen Shaquille O'Neal's hands? Well, I reckon he'd have the same size. Imagine getting hit by them baseball mitts.
No, thank you.
Yeah, anyway. All right, we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back, and it's time for Around the Grounds and Across the Ditch. Are you there, Scotty?
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
Mate,
thank you.
pretty good. Yeah, the Broncos. Yeah, they go this week.
Yeah, awesome game. Oh, hang on, wait. I watched the replay of some other game, sorry.
While we're on the subject of the Broncos quickly, it looks like that we might have Tyson Gamble off you.
Yes, yes. He's been named play this week for the Broncos,
Yeah.
which is good. So if you guys get to watch the game, you'll see how he plays.
Yeah, well, my view is that I wouldn't mind him coming to us, and my news is that we've signed him and we'll announce it in the next couple of weeks. But I think he's got a little bit of mongrel in him. He's got a little bit of cockiness.
That's exactly right.
Got a little bit of
That's
cockiness.
what I love about him.
And he'll get under the skin of some players like, you know, when you play Cody Walker or Latrell Mitchell and you get under their skin, they rattle.
Yep.
I think he'll bring that. Is that right from a Broncos fan? Is that right in what I'm saying?
That's 100% true, and that's what I love about him. Hey, I'm just gutted that he's only played like a handful of games this season, because he plays so different to like the average Joe, you know.
Yeah, I do like Cletus, I must admit.
Well, it wasn't. What's his name? Is it Ezwin Marza? Is that his
Ezra Mann.
Ezra Mann? Yeah. Well, he's been a standout. That's why obviously Tyson couldn't get back into the side this year.
So what has happened to Ezra?
Yeah.
I'm
not 100% sure.
I think
they've just
Yeah, I think Kevy swung the axe.
Well,
Maybe he was one of those ones that sooked.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I think because we need a miracle to make it.
You only need 43 points to beat the Dragons, mate. It's pretty easy.
Well, technically, if we win and the Raiders lose, we're in.
Yeah.
That's the simple task. Yeah.
Doesn't sound so simple though.
Well, who have the Raiders got?
Tigers.
West.
Oh, well, the Raiders are going to win that.
No, they won't. They won't win that.
I'm not listening to you with any more tipping. You told me to tip the Broncos, and look how that turned out.
So did Scotty the week before, and look how that turned out.
True.
First time lucky.
You've both seen sung the opposing team song.
Yeah.
Kylie, you should just tip how you think it's going to go, not what everyone else thinks.
Well, it's hard to tip, too, because I don't like Parramatta. Sorry, Gary. I don't know why. I just... they're our kryptonite team.
But who would just... To be honest, who would have thought that the Broncos would have, pardon the French, played so shit? Nobody.
The last 2 weeks they call them the Bronchokes for nothing.
I thought they would have put up a better fight.
I honestly did. And to be honest, maybe this is the week they turn it all around.
Well, I don't think Reynolds has got to still pass a fitness test with his HIA too.
Well, that's the key to the Broncos is Reynolds. If Reynolds and Gamble can play together and Reynolds is fit, I reckon they'll go a long way to, a turnaround this week. But
I'm in two minds with if we make it or not. So because I don't really want to see them get flogged again. If they do make the finals,
you won't flog us, mate.
Because they'll be.
I mean,
they'll be up against.
Will flog us. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, but like week 1 of the finals, we'll be up against like the Eels or maybe Roosters or something. I don't know. So
yeah, but
they're just going to flog us again. So.
No, but when you get to the finals football, as you know, it's a whole different ball game.
But a couple of years ago, we did make the finals, and we played Parramatta first up, and they beat us by 50 points or something.
So nothing's changed.
No. So
I did see on the team list that Patrick Carrigan's back this week. So
Well, there's another
Yep,
huge
yep.
in.
yeah. So
yeah,
Well, that bloke over the last 12 months, if we were giving awards out for one of the most improved in the comp, he would have to be in the front running to get it. What that bloke has done in the last 12 months is huge. Huge turnaround.
well, I reckon he's
Yeah.
very close to getting representative player of the year when they go to the awards.
Could be. Could be. But, I mean, he's another... Yeah. The Broncos on paper have got a good team. They've got a good team. It's just a matter of them gelling. And, I mean, even Jordan Ricky was off last week and Corey Oates didn't play as good. So once one player starts playing crap and the rest of them follow, and it was just like a domino effect.
As you just spoke before, Reynolds is the key. He went off, and I don't know what the score was when he went off, but
He went off in the first 5 minutes.
well, there
it
you go.
was.
So,
It was like 7 minutes into the game.
Well, there you go. So the whole game's pretty much you've got to try and play without him, and then
Your number one playmaker's gone. There goes your whole structure of your game.
Having said that, though,
Yep.
Parramatta looked really good.
I'll wash your mouth out.
Thanks, Kyle.
I'm
No, they did.
trying to be.
They did. And the thing is, we've said it last week too. Parramatta can't win with Arthur's son. And what's his name? Mitchell Moses comes back. They're a whole different team again. Well, I'm not a fan of Mitchell Moses personally, but what he brings to that team is second to none. Like, he's just the missing piece of that jigsaw puzzle to complete it.
and he's a good goal kicker to boot as well.
Yeah, well, I'm not real sure what good goal kickers are, so I wouldn't know. Well, not our team at the moment. But that gives me a whole new point. When we get to Manly, I'll talk about that. But, yeah, very disappointing, but things will change from that one. But we'll move on to the next one, mate. The Panthers versus the Warriors, 46-12. Have we got him there?
Yeah, so Warriors scored the first try, and well, no one's seen that coming.
No.
And I bet Kylie was a bit worried at that
I
point.
was.
She's been saying the last couple of weeks that she's been worried about that game.
I was more worried that the TV was going to be in one piece by the end of the game at that time.
I don't break things
But,
because it's too expensive to replace.
I said, oh, look, that's the first couple of minutes. I said, they'll change. Like, you could see, the Panthers are a quality team for a reason. And
So Penrith has become the first team to get 3 consecutive seasons of 20 or more wins.
Wow.
that is...
First team ever.
That has to
That's
go...
a massive stat.
It is, and it goes back to, the bond that team has together.
Yeah.
They are just so happy. Whether people are saying Crichton's going to go. Crichton's not going anywhere. Crichton's going to stay with... they're like the three amigos. There's Crichton, there's Luai, and there's Tuttle. They're going to be a hard thing that, people go, oh, but they'll offer him more money. Money's not everything. You can look at, you go to another club on more money, but you're unhappy. That's going to be a big bond to break, and I don't know if they're going to break that bond.
Do you reckon, Kyle, would you reckon they'd be disappointed, though? Like, they've won 3 minor premierships, I think. And, if they don't win the comp this year, do you think you'd call that as a failure?
No.
It's 2 Storm got last year, the minor premier.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, let's just say major premiers.
I don't, because at the end of the day,
I'd be very disappointed.
You want to win the big dance, 100%. But they've won the minor premiership, so you're the best team for the whole year, really. And I know you haven't won the big dance, but you look back and go, yeah, we've had a successful year because we were the best team over the whole year. We've just missed that final hurdle. And you look at what we've done over the last 3 years, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to go through and win.
Well, I mean, they've got a few players leaving the club next year, and one's Appy. That's a huge...
I'm
humongous.
devastated. Him and Kick Out.
So I think, in Penrith's perspective here, if you don't win, you'd be bitterly disappointed.
Oh, I think, too, that could be a driving force to make it happen as well.
Yeah.
They could say, let's do it for Villy and Appy. Because they all know... I know Villy Armour's going, but he's another one that has a big bond with him, too, and I'd say there'd be a few tears on that last game.
So there would be.
But that could be a driving force to
Still
get him
plenty
home.
of time though left.
But saying that, if they do get to the grand final, we will be there. We will be there, and yeah, I'll even do a live car, something live from there because couldn't not go and take
Well,
a.
That'd be cool.
I'm looking at elite tickets, and they're $675 per ticket.
So if anyone out there
Have you
wants to
guys-
sponsor us 2 tickets,
Yeah, we're setting up a GoFundMe page now.
Yeah.
but no, to me,
Have
mate,
you guys seen? Have you guys seen the potential Samoan World Cup side? Their back line.
Yeah, it's Penrith players.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
It's the Penrith back line with Anthony Milford.
Anthony Milford.
Yep.
Okay.
Crickets.
They could do really well, eh?
Yeah,
the
but
Samoans.
Milford's even out this week as well. He's got bad ribs.
Yeah, but World Cup, he'll be sweet for the World Cup.
Aren't they
Yeah.
supposed to be a tier 2 nation as well? Like, that's what they call themselves in the International League. It's supposed to be a tier 2, and you see that group of blokes that are playing, they would be a smoky for the World Cup.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, but I think Penrith will get the grand final and will definitely be going because it's a lot of money, but they're memories that you can't get back. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't live with myself if they got to the grand final and I didn't take her, because I've still got something that will stick out in my mind for the rest of my life. And it's the '97 grand final, and that is I've been to test matches, I've been to Origin, I've been to everything. And nothing compares to that '97 grand final. I'll tell you, nothing has.
That was a good win for the Broncos, eh?
That's come across scratchy. I'm talking about the ARL when we played Manly. Like,
The second division. Oh, that's right. Newcastle got that, eh?
yeah, that was the better one of the teams. But that
No, that was the second division.
No. That was the best atmosphere game, and all the way from Sydney to Newcastle, the craziness of people were just ridiculous. And I think Penrith's a similar thing. After the game, if Penrith won, I don't think it would become a straight aim. We'd have to go for a drive through Penrith.
You'd have to go to Mount Druitt and all those places, mate.
Yeah, because I reckon they would go bananas as well. You know what I mean? And that, you can't put a price on that kind of things, especially if you're a Penrith fan. To just witness and feel that yourself, it gives you goosebumps. And hopefully, one day soon, before I pass on, that we can experience that again. Because, that is absolutely phenomenal. And hopefully it's Penrith's turn this year. Because they missed out last year, because it was in Queensland. And, so would be going.
So is that the only grand final you've been to?
No. Oh, yeah, actually it was, because I was in Bathurst. Because remember how they used to have Bathurst the same weekend as the grand final?
I've always thought it was the week
I thought it was
after
the week
grand
after.
final.
No, it used to be on the same weekend. Back in the day.
Oh, that must be a while ago then.
Yeah, and I was 2001, and I was working at Bathurst on the car racing weekend that weekend. But I tell you what, Bathurst went berserk too when the Knights won the 2001. Up on Farrell Mountain, it was crazy. People loved it that on the 2001 grand final. It was like being at home.
I was at the Workers' Club that grand final, and that was. I couldn't imagine what '97 would have been like because I wasn't 18 then, but going to 2001, that was an awesome atmosphere inside the Workers' Club.
Yeah, I was only 97. I was 16, and I was there with my mother and that, and coming over from Sydney was absolute awesome. I was 17.
Closest I've been to a grand final is we went on a family trip to Australia in 1998, and we landed in Sydney Airport, jumped into a taxi, and the taxi drove us to our hotel in King's Cross, and we actually drove past the stadium where, and at exact same time, Broncos were playing the Bulldogs. And I was like, worked out it was the stadium, and I was saying, Mum, drop me off here, I want to watch the game. Obviously, I would never take it, but
That was
that's closest I've been to a grand
Was it
final.
92?
98
8.
98.
Who won
Yeah.
that one?
Brisbane,
Broncos.
36-14 or something. It was a hiding.
Yeah, but that was the time when they had a dominance of, the Pearl and all that. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the next one, mate. The Storm and the Roosters, 14-18. Good physical game up front.
Yeah, it was better. Storm was better in the first half. Roosters were better in the first half. Storm been in the second and nearly stole the game at the end, I reckon. Both teams are in form and definite title contenders. I reckon.
I like the matchup of I was talking about earlier, Hargraves and Nelson.
Yeah.
I mean, to see them, I hope.
Do you think he should have got binned?
Who, Hargraves?
Yeah.
100%. He just warned him.
Okay.
He just warned him the previous set.
Okay.
You know, and he went straight out and done it. I don't think they should get. But in saying that, they shouldn't let him play that kind of style. Let him rough himself up.
Be consistent one way or the other.
Yeah, but that's the problem. The problem was he had warned him, said, "You do it again, you're gone," and he went straight away and done it. So he had no leg to stand on. Like the refs warned him.
It's like when you go mad at your child and say, "Don't do it again." They do it with a smile in their face, like, "See what I can do."
Yeah. I mean, I loved it.
He's not a smart man, eh?
Nope.
Well, I wasn't going there, but I mean, a lot of people don't like Nelson too, but I like the bloke. There's something about him. I know a lot of people think, oh, he's grubby and this and that. I don't.
He's not as grubby as Hargraves.
No, I just think Nelson's a big boy and he uses it to his advantage, and he won't back down from anyone. And, you know, you need that in one of your players. That's what I'm saying. Each team needs an enforcer like that. Well, they've got that big-eared freak in Hargraves. I can't stand the bloke because he's a grub. Penrith's got Villiamu and Fish. So, you know, they got a couple there. Knights got Clemmer and had Barney. Every team's sort of got one, you know. Brisbane's got
grub.
Payne Haas.
Luai's our grub.
Grub. Yeah, but I mean like an enforcer that will get in your face and is not scared to rough them up. You know, every team's got one, and I love it.
We've got Sharon Woods.
Yeah, and anyway,
Is she still playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but you also have probably the biggest grub in the game, Josh Maguire.
Yeah, he's a grub.
But he's moving on.
He's going. Yeah.
But he plays it perfect, but too. He's another grub that'll get under your skin.
Yes.
And he'll get into your hair and form a Bronco. They're all grubs up there, aren't they?
Oh.
How good's Matt Lodge playing, eh?
There's a bit of...
What's that?
Matt Lodge. He's so much better now than when he was at the Warriors.
No, well, he shouldn't be playing at all. And I'll tell you what I don't like. The NRL now have come out and said his price tag will be waived again for next year. So pretty much the Roosters can sign him for what they did this year already. So how do you find that fair when Parramatta were told, no, you can't have him because he's too dear?
Yeah.
Uncle Nick.
They are brown paper bags. So he should be in blue and yellow colours, to be honest.
He should be behind bars.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Well, if he did it to my family, you know, he wouldn't be playing NRL again, that's for sure. I find it very... Anyway, Raiders versus the Sea Eagles. This was a blowover, 48-6.
Yeah, I started drinking just before the game started, as it was my birthday on Saturday.
Happy birthday to you.
No, we lost, so you don't have to sing.
So what you're saying was you started drinking at probably 5 minutes.
I started drinking
5 minutes into the game on Friday night.
No, this was a Saturday game.
Yeah, that's right. But the scoreline, I would have been drinking 5 minutes into the game.
Oh, yeah.
It was after Adam Reynolds got that HIA, he started drinking.
No, yeah. Well, as well. But yeah.
Saturday afternoon, started drinking. And to me, it was just awful. So I actually switched it off at halftime because obviously I wanted Manly to win.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
I basically switched it off and chucked the Aussie South Africa rugby game on. Watch that.
Oh, nothing's that bad to be able to switch over to that, is it?
It was for me. Mind you, I did have I had a few friends over, and obviously they're all fans of rugby, All Blacks, etc. So we We basically just watched the warm up game to the All Blacks game, and,
But the All
and
Blacks,
I,
the All Blacks got
I
beat
thought that was
Argentina.
quite. Yeah, I thought it was real funny. I was the only one cheering for Argentina.
But saying that, when I was saying there before, the Eagles, Ruben Garrick, the Knights are looking at him. Why haven't they signed him already? We cannot kick a goal to save ourselves. Ruben Garrick will straight away will bring that to us.
Manly are going to try and
So
get
he's
him.
off contract.
He's off contract.
Okay.
But
Maybe maybe his manager and Garrick are still talking or whatever it is.
we need him just for his to be honest, I'll go as far as saying I would even replace Gagai with him if we had to, because we need a goal kicker for a starter.
Yeah.
And he'll bring that in itself. And there's games that we could have won if we had a decent goal kicker. And he can kick goals, but we won't get rid of Gagai. I reckon he'll stay, and he'll come good. But rumour has it Bradman Best is possibly on their header. So, and Manly want him.
Well,
So it could be
his old man used to play for him.
That's right. So it could be a straight swap. I like Bradman, but yeah, he's failed to fire. Excuse me, in the last few weeks.
He's had a lot of injuries this year as well.
Is he injury prone now?
You could probably say
year.
that.
So then coming from a club's perspective, that's sort of got to be a bit of a concern. So are they going to go, well, okay, here's your problem now, give us Garrick. Interesting to see what happens there. But Sharkies, 16 over the Bulldogs 0. I thought they would have won a little bit more convincing than this.
Yeah, they had their opportunities. I reckon they should have won by 32 points, not 16.
Yeah, pretty of a.
And I reckon I'm not happy. I'm not impressed with the Sharks, and I reckon they'll go out in straight sets in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're a top 8 team, but they're yet to prove to me that they're a top 4 contender for the title.
Yeah,
so,
they've just had an easy run. They've beaten. They've just had most of their games have been bottom eight teams.
I mean, they're improved big time on what they have the last few years, but yeah, they've still got a couple more years till they're, and they're getting rid of some dead wood. So
yeah, I think their losses this year to top 8 sides. They've been in a couple of top 8 sides, but they've been like when it's been bye round or something. So they've been up against teams that are missing players. Yeah,
so, fair enough. Yeah,
like they played. I remember they played the Cowboys. I think it was the weekend after Origin, and they only just beat the Cowboys when they had a good squad, and Cowboys had no one. So yeah,
fair enough, mate. Rabbitohs 20 over the Cowboys 10. I actually thought the Cowboys would put up a bit better of a contest than this.
Yeah, it was a close game, wasn't it?
But I thought the Cowboys would have ran away with it, but no. Maybe they're still,
There's another team, like, I reckon the Cowboys, if they make the top 4, because I think there's still a chance that they could come 5th. If they do make the top 4, they'll be out in the straight sets as well, I reckon. I just don't rate them very high. And, I don't rate Souths at the moment. They may win one game in the playoffs, but they won't go on.
Well, the Cowboys should win this week.
Yeah, they should. Penrith are
less than 13 players or
whole
something.
Whole new team, yeah.
But why wouldn't you? That's smart coaching by Ivan Cleary, because this game.
Oh yeah,
really.
100%.
They can't go forward. They can't go back, and you don't want to. You could lose 4 or 5 of your top players for injury for this week. So yeah, it's excuse me, and I'd be doing the same. But the West Tigers over the Dragons, 2-point ball game. I was watching this at one stage, and the Tigers were winning 18-something nil or something.
Yeah, I watched. I started watching it. I was super hungover. I just jumped on the couch and just tried watching it, and I was about 10 or 15 minutes in, and it felt like to me the Dragons were just going to wail with it. I ended up getting up and making myself a coffee, and I came back and it was 12-6, and I was like, what happened? So I went onto the NRL website and
I can tell you, Scotty.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Scotty. They were dead set disgraceful in the first half.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
were.
I don't know how we managed to win the game.
I think a lot of it
Well,
lied on Ben Hunt.
Jack Bird was the
Yeah,
he was
We had two
silly.
blokes. We had 7-6 against us, 2 sin bins, and a partridge in a
Yep.
pear tree in that first half. And the second half, I just said, I don't know. We turned it around, but
They did, but
Tigers.
there were a couple of bad mistakes from the Tigers.
Yeah.
That goal line dropout, and it didn't go 10, and it touched the Tigers player. That if they hadn't done that, they could have got the 2 points and game over.
Yeah,
They would have been leading by 8.
On to the last one, which is very disappointing. The Titans 36 over Newcastle 26. The Titans just pull their pants down every time we go up there. We just can't seem to win there.
I thought it was an entertaining game.
Yeah.
There was a lot of tries. Like Knights had their chance with that Titans player getting sent off.
I mean, we had 2 disallowed tries too that were tries, I feel.
Yeah.
And they were close to the post, so surely we would have got the conversion. So, I mean, there's 12 points, but, I mean, that's
You never know. That is
right.
Milford kicking.
Yeah.
No, it was Tex Hoy, actually. It's just as bad.
Oh, was it?
I mean, yeah. Oh, you got to feel for Paul Clemmer. Look how excited he was. And then they take it off him. He was like a kid in a toy shop. I mean, they don't come around very often. He was going to get 2 in 1 year. So, yeah, but that's the story of our life this year. Just close ones that get away. So, yeah. Well, that's us for this week, mate. That's around the grounds for this week.
All good.
Yeah.
So did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, it was all right, eh?
Yeah.
Had a few beers and a couple of bourbons, and yeah,
We were
I was so my missus, she was working over the weekend, and so she only had a couple of drinks and then went to bed early. Had to get up Sunday morning, and I jumped into bed after I finished drinking, and for a bit of a cut on, I said to her, "I'm very drunk. Don't tell my mum."
Oh.
Well,
She just cracks up laughing and
Well, if she's
told me
listening
about
now,
it the
she'll
next day.
know.
I was like, oh god, yeah. My mum won't be listening.
that's
She
what you
doesn't like
think.
anything to do with rugby league.
That's what you think. We've just sent him the link. Anyway, go the Broncos this week, and
Well, hopefully.
yeah,
No, don't go the Broncos this week. Sorry.
Oh, Saint.
Are we having a bet, mate?
Yeah, we might throw a wager on this. Well, not so much money, but we'll put something on it.
what is it? A profile picture,
Profile pic because Corey won't be here next week.
No.
and I'll make the picture up for the loser.
Okay,
Done.
all good.
I was going to say
Hey,
something like if we lose that that song comes out, St George can't play. Do you reckon that might come out again?
Yeah, that was good, eh, old Alfie Langer.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to.
So, have you guys seen my current profile picture?
Yes.
Not as good as the one week before.
Who did you lose that against?
Colin.
Oh, no.
So that one the week before legitimately looked like it was you in the crowd. Maybe it
I've
was.
got that until I've got that profile picture until Monday, I think. Yeah.
Anyway, mate, enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch you same time next week.
All good, guys.
See you, Scotty.
Take care.
Oh, guys,
Yeah.
that was Scotty from across the ditch, and we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. And time for our special guest this week, none other than homegrown hero himself, Brodie Jones. How you going, champion?
I'm good, fellas. How yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. We've got the crazy laddie on the panel with us tonight too, and Corey.
That's okay. I'm one of the fellas.
Oh,
It's the Penrith jersey, isn't it?
well, you did hear what Brad said, yeah? You look better in red and blue.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm good.
Mate, not the result we wanted on the weekend, but personally, I think for the last couple of weeks, your game personally has gone to another level, especially in defence.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have won the last 2 weeks, and especially last week. A definitely winnable game, and obviously the Raiders game, we realistically should have won that. That was the typical tale of the game of two halves, and sort of backed it on us a bit there. And last week we definitely should have won. Our defence, sort of let us down a bit there. We definitely got across the line enough, but we just didn't, defend too well. And the Titans are pretty, fancy and.
They're a kryptonite side, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're a very good attacking team, and throw a lot of fancy stuff and flashy stuff and trick shots and just like that, like the grubber kicks from Brimson. Like he's so good, but we shouldn't have let him score that many points. Definitely.
We did get a few disallowed that I honestly thought that Stevie Wonder must have been in the bunker this week because how Clemens' try wasn't a try is beyond.
Well,
me.
Dave was gone. He was pretty confident he got that down, but it's still what they send it up. It's just how it is. It's just
I'll tell you what, but they should have given him that 10 for effort. The effort he kept going to make sure that ball got down.
Yeah, he was trying hard, old Davey.
He was happy, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he's pretty straight down the line. Usually, if he scored, he's very close to scoring. He's backing himself all the way in. So
he would have been off the nudie run if that was the case.
He already is, yeah.
I
think he's off.
Is he? Oh.
Yeah, scored at home that night.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay. I don't remember. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think there was 2 or 3 occasions where you almost busted through, and I started getting excited and jumping up on the lounge.
I think I broke the new lounge when you almost got through. But nah, mate, seriously. Cut out there.
Yeah, it was all right. Our attack was good. It's just a matter of fixing the defense up.
Personally, I think your defense has gone to another level. Honestly, I think you're just tackling your backside off. Is that something that you've been looking to improve on?
Yeah, it's been a main focus for me. Do a few little technical things and like awareness things, like from playing back row that I've got to fix up in my defense, and so I'll tidy that up hopefully this week. And I've just been trying to be better at it over the last sort of month. So it's definitely been like an improvement area I've been wanting to be better at and focus my game on sort of thing. So
well, we've noticed it, mate, that it's your defense has been huge. So, mate, you're doing something good there. That's for sure. But unfortunate to see Jesse Sue and Milf not be able to play the last game this weekend.
Yeah, I think Milf's ribs no good. He was struggling on the weekend. Poor fella. He was trying. It's just it would have been in a bit of discomfort. And I think unlucky for Jesse. He got another head knock, and he's had a couple this year. So I think it's just a straight rule out now. So just with the new rules and stuff. So
he's that type of bloke, but he puts his body on the line every week. And he's a good player and doesn't hold back. So he'd be a big loss definitely against the Sharks and going forward. And big loss for us next year. That bit of an older head around some of you younger blokes as well.
Just awesome off the field as well. He's awesome to have around. I get along with him pretty well. I think everyone gets along with Jesse very well, and I think he'd definitely be missed. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, stop it.
I didn't say anything.
And he's he's definitely a fan favourite, but
Brodie, what's your best position, mate? You seem to be playing between 13 and 12 this year. Is there much difference between lock and second row?
Yeah, more at 13 or in the middle as such. It's more, there's a bit less technical side about it in the defence and attack. Like it's more, you're just in the washing machine. You just go out there and do what you need to do. Like just rip into the hard work.
Yep.
Whereas back row, a little bit like that. There's more a bit more awareness about it, a bit more. Probably just the awareness of like just. How would I explain it? Like it's not like you just can you sort of got to be more connected with your half and your edge.
Okay.
Than in the middle more you can just run it and go tackle them and like just go hard out. Whereas on the edge you can you get time to do that on the edge, but at times at other parts of the game you've got to be a bit smarter about it. Which
I guess with Adam Elliott coming next year, that'll be a big bonus because he's a pretty good number 13. So, I think he'll be a really good acquisition for the Knights next year and beyond.
With Adam Elliott coming?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. He's a good player. He's leg speed, like we were seeing the other week. Yeah, he's got that ball playing ability, and he rips in and pretty solid defender, and he's got good leg speed. So he'll be a good bonus to the team for sure.
Only issue with Adam Elliott coming. Where do you play Kurt?
Well,
it's a good position to be in, but you know what I mean.
Kurt's a Mr. Fix-It,
isn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't he? What? So, good position to be in. But mate, what's it like running out? Like especially on Old Boys Day where it's going to be packed. What's that feeling for Brodie Jones run out that stadium and the fans are just right behind you?
Oh, I don't think I've done an Old Boys Day to be honest. So I'm pretty pumped for it. Yeah. Last year being in COVID and the year before COVID, because like Old Boys Day being the last round of home, the last home round game or whatever it is, round of the year. Like we were in. That was our last game last year, Suncorp or something like that. Like, yeah. So I actually haven't had a
Old Boys at home.
Yeah, so it's going to be. I'm pretty pumped for it. Like to feel that like atmosphere of it, and I've never experienced it, so I'm pumped. Like I'm keen to see what it's like. And
well, hopefully the wet weather turns away because it's supposed to be a lot of rain coming this weekend. So hopefully they can jam pack it out at 2 p.m. on Sunday, and go the Knights for the last time this year, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely be there, rain, hail or shine. We just might use that big face of yours the kids has got for a bit of shelter if it's hammering down.
Just quickly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just quickly.
Yeah.
Do you boys train with the girls and give them some hints and tips or not yet?
No, not usually. No, like we're in there in the morning for most of the day, and then I think like the girls, they usually rock on in as we leave. Usually, like sometimes it crosses over a little bit, but we don't actually train at the same time and stuff. Like we're sort of leaving, and they're in there in the arvo.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so we don't usually get to see.
Fair enough. Well, mate, we appreciate you coming on, and as always, we know you'll play well this weekend, and
we'll be there to cheer you on.
Yeah, we'll be there to cheer you on, mate, as always. And I know I've been saying it all year, but it's definitely time for try time for Brodie this week.
Girls to nudie, but see how we go. It's it's definitely been a bit of a roller coaster, but hopefully finish on a good positive note for Old Boys Day. And, just flow into the pre-season and the next season.
Yeah, mate. At the end of the day, mate, all of us actual fans are behind you, win, lose or draw. So go out there, have a bit of fun, and we'll be there.
Hopefully there's an upset this weekend.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Hopefully we play well and finish the year off with a good positive note.
Sounds good, mate.
Good luck.
Good luck, mate, and we'll see you on the weekend.
Sounds good. I'll catch us down there hopefully, and hopefully it's packed out and the range stays away.
Oh, it will be. I'm looking forward to it. So, anyway, we'll take a short break, and that's Brodie Jones, and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back, and time for Night of the Round. And I'll start with you, Corey, down that end.
All right. Well, I'm going to go 3 points this week for Broads. He's thought he played a very, very good game. He gives my 3 points. 2 points will go to Edric Lee. I thought he had a good game as well. Scored a couple of tries. And 1 point that will be very surprising to you guys. I'm going to give Dane Gagai one. I thought that second half when they were coming back, he scored a couple of good tries, and I thought he was getting back to some good form. So that's my 3-2-1 for this week.
My three are Brodie Jones, and number 2 is that number 16. Was it how to pronounce it?
The new one?
No, the one that looks like that teddy bear.
Oh, Basami Solo.
Yeah, I think he just gets better and better every week.
Yeah, he does. Basami is, he's going to be good for the club.
24 hours later.
I mean, number 1 is that new hooker that debuted last week. How do you pronounce his name?
What are you looking at me
You
for?
need to scrub up on your
Oh,
hookers,
you
mate.
mean the
Where's Jono when you need him?
The one that's replacing Bradman Best at the moment.
Yeah, I know his name. He's had the family out there. It's hard to say. Yeah.
Because he
Be on
took
the
some
team
big
list.
hits and he just got up and played.
Yeah, he did. He's a centre, not a hooker. Yeah, I know who you're saying. Christian Mapapalongi, or whatever his name is.
Oh,
That's the one.
is he an actual hooker?
No, he's a winger.
no.
No, centre.
Centre. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, he just played really well, like second game in.
He got smashed a few
Yeah.
times and got straight back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did right. Kylie.
Well, my 3 go to Brodie Jones solely because he almost busted through 3 times. Would have been nice to see him actually get there, but anyway, he tried.
He deserves one.
2 goes to Edric Lee. He got 2 tries. He worked his butt off, and 1 goes to Clemmer because he scored that try, which was disallowed.
That was a try, but did anyone else see Edric Lee? Do you reckon his head looked like the mushroom from...
Yeah, because of the tape.
Yeah,
the way it's over, it looked like the mushroom from Mario Brothers. But,
Every time
yeah,
he had that on anyway.
obviously an injury or a
It
cut.
pinned the top of his ears down, so
You don't want to end up with ears like Reed Barney, do you?
cauliflower
Yeah,
ears.
he's,
Ooh.
yeah,
A
he's
lot
got
of them
one.
end up
One's
like that.
normal, the other one's dead set, flopped out.
It looks like the dude from the Goonies.
Not one of our guests on tonight, are we?
Anyway, my 3 goes to, surprise, surprise, David Clemmer. Clem just plays. He's out of his skin each week. 2 went to BJ, Brodie Jones. I just think, as we, saying there before, his defence has just come on leaps and bounds. And, yeah, you know what you're going to get from Brodie each week. And number 1 went to Edric Lee. I thought, he's played well every game, and he's going to be sorely missed. And my special mentions went to the DSF brothers, DSF and JSF. I thought they played rather well.
No special mention for... Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
I'll give it. Oh, no special mention, but we'll give a shout out to Jesse Sue that's played his last game for the Knights.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, would have been good to see him get a send off this week, but due to putting his body on the line for the team, has another HIA and they've ruled him out. So yeah, that's the last time you'll see Jesse as a Knight, unfortunately. So yeah, Big Clem's is going pretty close to taking out the Knight of the Year, I reckon.
Yeah, he's polled well every week.
So he's got it wrapped up.
Yeah, so we might do some jokes. Actually, we might get into the women's team. They do the NRLWs. We're going to get them next year. We're going to really get into it each week, and Kylie's going to do a lot of that each week. And so we're just getting to know the girls and, getting a foot in the door. So we're going to slowly get into it more and more each week. So, yeah, it's time for a bit of the the women's team.
Well, the score was 16-12, so it was a lot closer than last week.
Well, at least they can win up at Queensland.
Yeah, they scrapped it out. It was a good game for them. They didn't have the rumours what they did the week before, but they fought hard in that second half and they come away with the victory. So
I watched a little bit as much as I could. We've both been pretty much Crook and Bev for the last couple of weeks, couple of days. But what I seen, the Titans were giving them a fair run.
I thought they were going to come back.
And there were some big hits. Some big hits from some of them girls.
And there's some poor refereeing at the game too.
Yeah, it's a couple of incidents like
That try with Caitlin Johnson was on the forward pass.
How was that?
Yeah, that was wrong.
If that was forward, I'll walk to Newcastle in a 2-2 next week. Like, that was nowhere. That didn't even look. If it was a line ball, flat, you could go, okay, fair enough, I understand how they got it. But it went back 1.5 meters. So how they got that call was beyond me.
the Emma Manzelman, I think the one that come off the bench, she had an absolute blinder.
Is that number 14?
14.
And she's how little is she?
She is a goer. She went up the middle a few times.
What did she play?
She was playing 14 last weekend.
Oh, right.
And she came off the bench. I think she might have even been hooker. I don't know,
If
but
you go back to that picture
she
of
went
her-
in. She went into dummy half because I watched the game.
no,
And
that was
she
her?
split the middle and
That's her.
she passed it to Kira.
Oh, yeah.
Kira,
we did
I think
that.
Kira. She passed it off to Kira Dibb and
Reminds me of a female version of Appy Coruscant. The way she plays from.
Yeah.
I've seen that, yeah. From dummy half.
they want to hold on to her too because she's a Brisbane girl. So
Oh, right.
I do believe so. If they can, hold on to her with the Cowboys coming in next year, one of the new teams. So
And then a Titans player, Canfield, she was sent to the sin bin for a high shot on Upton. We didn't see that, did you?
no, I didn't see that. I must have missed that. But I know Tamika's actually got to pass a HIA this week to play.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I did read that.
Be interesting to see
They
how
shouldn't
good
come off
Parramatta
there,
are.
No, and that's another thing too. She was outstanding as well, Tamika. Every time she took the ball, she carried that, and she made over 150, 60 metres just from the back, and thought she was outstanding.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, just the game against Parramatta. It'll be interesting to watch that live and see.
Well, who's the Parramatta girl? She kicks goals as well.
Maddie Studden.
Yeah, well,
I haven't seen her this year.
Apparently, she's classed as one of the best too. So it'd be interesting to see, like you said, how Parramatta go against them and actually watching it live. But okay, say Tamika Upton's out, so who goes to fullback now?
Robbie Teitzel.
Oh, yeah, because she used to play fullback. Okay, gotcha.
I'd like to see the Knights against the Roosters because they're the premiers from last year, aren't they?
yeah.
Do you know what's disappointing actually that we don't get to see? And I would have liked to have seen it. It's Ruan Sims play.
Oh, yeah, I love her.
I watched her play in the inaugural one. I've watched a couple of games. And she was good. She was a good player.
Yeah,
She's
I,
awesome.
She's probably the better Sims out of the whole family.
I like Tarek, but yeah, I would have loved to have seen her play. I think she should be the figure for sort of the, I don't know how you put it, but the spokesman or whatever for ambassador. That's the word I was trying to get for the women's competition.
And I think that's given to Tasha Gale. I think she's the.
I'm sorry, but no disrespect to the Tasha Gale or whatever. But Rowan Sims, I think she should be somewhere involved big time with it because she's just a genuine person.
She has a lot of media commitments on Channel 9.
Yeah, but she's just, I don't know, I haven't had a lot to do with her, but what we have, she just seems like a genuine, down-to-earth person. And I mean, if that's what you probably want with this, trying to push it further. So, yeah, it'd be good to see this week at home. And we're getting more and more involved with the
Well, a
women's
big
team.
plus for the women's game is the Roosters and the Dragons. Last year's grand final, they actually get to open the new Allianz Stadium this weekend. So before the South's Roosters match.
The grand final's not being played there this year, is it?
No.
Oh, cool.
Why it isn't is beyond me. Well, you've got this brand new stadium you just spent an arm and a leg on, why isn't the grand final played there?
Probably didn't know it was going to be ready. I don't know.
I don't know, but anyway. Yeah.
So the results from the girls' games were the Roosters over the Broncos, 28-8. We've got St. George over the Eels, 16-10. And then the Knights and Titans, 16-12.
Well, the Titans did come out before, and Matt Geyer, former Storm player, he's assistant coach. He said that we've really got down to it this weekend. We're a changed team. We've got this, and he was pretty close. But maybe this time last year we wouldn't have won, but maybe with the inclusion of Upton and some of those other ones, is that experience might take us through. But I tell you what, I know you got Tamika Upton and what's her name, Millie Boyle and all that. But it's the lesser names that I'm more impressed with, like the young Southwell girl.
Yeah. Well, she didn't have the space that she did in the first game, so she was looked after pretty well.
But she's learning.
But she's learning, yes, and she's only 17.
That's right. So this is what I'm more interested in. No disrespect to those two girls, because they're classy players, but it's the development of these younger, and especially the local girls too, like Johnson.
Yeah.
Was she from Windale? Was that right? Somewhere out there, or
something like that. Yeah.
The local girls, seeing them progress through, that is what is more interest. I'm intrigued to see how it comes through the club. And especially taking Portia. Hopefully one day that'll be my girl running out there and playing for the Knights and not the Penrith.
And you reckon?
She's going to be a basketballer. Have you seen how tall she is?
Yeah, well.
You know Benny Bogan?
Sorry, mate.
Oh, that's his cousin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Benny Bogan, his name's familiar.
You'll see him on Facebook and
Oh,
YouTube.
right.
He's from Swansea, and I think that's where she's from as well.
Oh, right. But yeah, no, those kind of local girls, it's good to see that. Yeah, well, you need to buy. You can't have every local. You got to buy some talent in. I understand that, but to see some of those ones come through as represent the town, homegrown. This is what I like about Brodie Jones too, homegrown hero. So yeah, that'll be my girl one day. Playing for the Knights, not the Panthers.
You wish.
So it'd be good to get down there too, and we might start doing those from next week. Maybe we could do a 3-2-1 on the girls.
Well, if I was to give my 3-2-1 on watching the game this week, 3 go to Tamika, 2 goes to Manzelman, and 1 I reckon I'm going to give to Kira Dibb because she had a pretty good game as well.
Yeah.
So.
Unfortunately, we were too busy with the dreaded man flu, so we didn't see it.
Well, we covered it, so
yeah, we'll start next week or something. But just a little bit more of an insight into it, and Crazy Lady's going to bring more and more each week, and
because it's actually really good to watch.
I'd prefer to watch it in person. It's so much better in person.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, the first one I ever seen was when we played St George last year. Elsie Albert.
Mate, she's scary.
She's a machine.
Is she still playing for St George's?
Yeah.
I can't
she
wait
played
to
on
see
the weekend, but she's got an ankle complaint, so she didn't play a lot. But she's still there.
She is a weapon.
I enjoyed watching her play.
See, and to see the Brisbane lady that did that Scorpion, things like that would have been interesting because I know it's just sort of probably it sort of sounds a bit sexist, but you don't expect the women's team to have such big hits. You know what I mean? You think of that as the men's game, but some of the hits in that they're doing, it's awesome.
And they're legal too.
And
they're just, I think, they're getting better. And, in a couple of years' time, it's just going to even skyrocket even more.
So, get out there and get to the game. So, what time's that on? 12.
Father's Day.
It's a hard one, isn't it, when you got fathers? And, but yeah, it's then the main game after that. So, Cup starts at, what's that start at? 11, does it?
Must be even, or maybe played the following day or the day before.
No, there's all 3 games on this week?
Not too sure.
Oh, I'll have to look into that, but I'm pretty sure there is. 12. Or maybe, Cup plays after that. Anyway, all right. We might get into some. Take a short break and be back with some jokes. What do you reckon? All right, guys, we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and I do apologise. I shot the gun and we didn't do the girls' team list, and I do apologise. So we'll do the girls' team list first, and then we'll jump into the jokes.
All right. So we've got for the Knights, we've got Tamika Upton, Kiana Takarangi, Shanice Parker, Bobby Law, Autumn Rain Stevens-Daly, Kira Dibb, Jessie Southwell, Caitlin Johnston, Olivia Higgins, Millie Boyle, Romy Teetzel, Yasmin Clydesdale, Simone Capani. Interchange, we've got Emma Menzelman, Taylor Predabon, Kira Simon, Mackenzie Wheel. Reserves, we've got Chakia Whitfield, Amanita Paki, Tiana Davison, Tamsin Barber, Caitlin Moran, there it ends. Amanita Paki, Jakia Whitfield, Tasman Barber, and Tiana Davison. And that's unchanged after last week's game.
And so it should.
Yeah. Well, they're on a winner there, so they may as well keep it.
Passes
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, true. And then for Parramatta, we've got Gail Broughton, Zali Fay, Tiana Penatani, Rakia Horn, Tess Staines, Ashley Quinlan, Taylor Preston, Philomena Hanisi, Sally Malangi, Ellie Johnston, Christian Pio, Vanessa Faliaki, Simaima Tafu. I hope I pronounced that right. Their interchanges Kennedy Charrington, Brooke Anderson, Nevada George, Ruby Jean Kennard. And their reserves are Abby Church, Louisa Yaranamua, Cassie Tohi Hiku, Rima Butler, Ruben Charrington.
So, their number one player that we're just speaking about, not playing.
No, I haven't seen her play. She didn't play last week either against St George. So she's either injured. We'll have to look into that. But yeah, she.
You'd have to back the Knights there. Oh, don't get me wrong. I just haven't heard of any of them being, But yeah.
The fullback for Parramatta, I watched this last week. She's a New Zealand Sevens player, and she had a blinder.
Oh, righto.
Yeah, so I have to watch out for her, Broughton, and the centre Penatani too. She's a good player as well. So, there's some good players in that Parramatta in that lineup. They haven't won any. I don't think they haven't won a game so far in this season. So, but they were pretty close.
How many rounds is this season going for?
5.
So will their grand final be played on grand final day with the men's?
I think it is.
I think it might be.
Fair enough. Sorry for jumping the gun. So we might get into your jokes now.
Sure.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Well, I've got 2 jokes. Well, unless you want me to do any more, but 2 sounds good.
Well, go for as many as you like.
And they were both sent in from our very own Christopher Vassallo. This one's 11 people on a rope. 11 people were hanging on a rope under a helicopter. 10 men and 1 woman. The rope was not strong enough to carry them all, so they decided that one had to leave, because otherwise they were all going to fall. They weren't able to choose that person until the woman gave a very touching speech. She said that she would voluntarily let go of the rope because, as a woman, she was used to giving up everything for her husband and kids, or for men in general, and was used to always making sacrifices with little in return. As soon as she'd finished her speech, all the men started clapping.
Yeah.
Smart woman.
Oh, yes. That brings back a memory.
What?
No, well, actually, I'll tell you a story.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, we're up at Ladies' Well at Allen River with the rope swing, and there was a young friend of ours on there swinging out, and one of our mates said, "Hey, wave!" So he waved, and it was the middle of winter, and freezing cold, ice everywhere, and he went into the water.
So not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, no, the wheels were spinning, but the hamster's dead.
So
But that's what reminded me
so
of.
the ice buck challenge was back then too.
Well, I'm not sure. I didn't get in to save him. I stoked the fire, kept it warm for him.
A wife hits her husband with a rolling pin. Husband, what was that for? Wife, I found a piece of paper with the name Jenny on it. Husband, I put a bet on last week and Jenny was the name of the horse. Wife, huh? I'm sorry. Next day, wife again hits him with her rolling pin. Husband, why? Wife, your horse is on the phone.
Wilbur! Oh, that's a good one. I like it. You're on a roll. You want another one?
No, have you got any?
No, I didn't because, look, I only bring them out of the woodwork every now and again because they're that good. I don't want to, like,
True.
we won't beat the Harley one. I don't think you ever will. But me other one, Jono even brought it up. It was that good. That
The tractor.
yeah, the Exciter phone bell, a tractor. Anyway, you got another one? We got another one? Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Really? Lucky I came prepared.
Lucky.
He slid into bed, kissed his wife on the cheek, and fell into a deep sleep. He awoke before the pearly gates. St. Peter said, "You died in your sleep, Ralph." Ralph was stunned. "I'm dead? No, I can't be. I've got too much to live for. Send me back." St. Peter said, perhaps that could be arranged. It does involve a lot of paperwork, but sure, you've got two alternatives. You can come back as a fish or as a hen. Ralph never liked swimming and thought that perhaps being a hen wouldn't be that bad after all. Walking around pecking at the ground, no stress, and if the local rooster was nice, then perhaps it could be a comfortable existence. Ralph replied, "Okay, I choose to be a hen." The next thing he knew, he was covered with feathers, clucking and pecking the ground. A rooster strolled past. "So you're the new hen, hey? How's your first day here?" "Not bad," replied Ralph the hen, "but I have this strange feeling inside like I'm going to explode." "You're ovulating," explained the rooster. "Don't tell me you've never laid an egg before." "Never," said Ralph. "Well, just cluck twice, then push." Ralph clucked twice and pushed, and voila, out popped an egg. Ralph was overcome with emotion as he experienced motherhood for the first time. He then clucked twice, pushed, and out come another egg. His joy was overwhelming. As he was about to lay his third egg, he felt a smack on the back of his head and heard his wife shout, "Damn it, Ralph, wake up, you're pooping the bed."
Oh. Stop it. I better not dream I'm a chicken tonight now.
You'd get more than a whack over the back of the head. I'd rub your nose in it.
With love. Oh, anyway. Excuse me. Well, they were good. I enjoyed them.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, anyway, so is that you for tonight, is it?
I just want to say quickly before I go that this Friday is Wear Your Favourite Sporting Jersey, this Jersey Day, Friday the 2nd of September. It's to raise awareness for organ donation. So share a picture of yourself in your jersey and tag at NRL and at Jersey Day AU to be featured on their Instagram stories.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, Jersey Day. It's a good, always a good one each year. But, yeah, so get your Knights jersey on or your podcast shirt, yeah. What, Pamphlets one?
I work alone, so...
Unless you win the argument. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming in. And we'll have you again next week. And
Thanks for having me.
Oh, always a pleasure. So we'll take a short break and be back shortly. Alright guys, welcome back, and we've got another special guest with us. If you could call him special guest. None other than resident Elvis himself, Christopher Vassallo.
It's cool, man.
Anyway, Christopher, we did this once before. When we did the chip challenge, he said it was nothing. So we've got him on. He's going to be doing the chip challenge with us, along with a few other things. So, yeah, shall we do our chip challenge with him first, or get it straight into his?
Getting straight in
Yeah, no, bugger it. We'll do it.
Yeah. What
And,
else?
Because we were in pain.
yeah. Yeah, bugger it. And no dipping off of the crumbs this time.
Yeah,
There you go
bitch.
for it.
Oh, here we go.
I can't believe this is Doritos again.
No, this is actually the real ones this time.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, maybe we might have to do Chris first then.
Maybe I did go well.
Just childproof.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, we're winning.
So, yeah. The loser out of this gets a special one.
I'm going to take two. Anyone going to bet a two?
No?
No way.
One's enough for me.
Hold it up. Don't blow all the...
Your hot air at once.
Chris will do two at once.
Now, you minion, you've got to take the whole thing.
Yep. I'm burning
Chris
already.
has taken two.
Wow.
Well, you-
After 3,
2, 1.
3.
Hold it.
Starting to warm up.
I don't need milk. I will.
I'll have a beer with it.
It's going down now.
Oh, I can't. I wasn't going to do it. I was pretending, but I'll have to do it.
Want another one, Chris?
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
Chris gone free.
what is wrong with you?
That one looks like it's got some hang on it. Look at it.
He's got his third.
Bigger.
Not really, no. Bring it closer.
How's your gallbladder?
Open up. Tilt your head back a bit. Say ah.
Ah.
Say e.
Eh.
Say oh.
Oh.
Okay, ready? And let me know what you think they are.
What flavour are they?
It's crunchy.
Close. Good start.
We won't tell you what they are till after you've had them all.
All right, mate. I think it's that one that I tried before.
No, this is all new stuff.
All right.
What does it taste like? Any flavour or?
Alright,
No.
they're my toenails.
10, 9, 8, 7.
That's close enough. Open up.
Your wife with that mouth?
That tastes like salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar. Close.
Chicken.
No, you're 100% right.
It's not chicken, I can assure you of that.
It's salt and vinegar. You got that one right. Taste all right? It's like salt and vinegar chips, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not.
I got them out of the garden earlier.
Oh, Jesus. What'd you get me at, Bark?
Okay, ready? Okay. No, only mucking around that one. Ready? Open up. Open up. Jesus. You got them crawling over you. That's it. Flavour.
Flavour.
What's your flavour?
Like a chocolatey taste.
Chocolate?
Not chocolate.
You've already had chocolate.
You're a better man than me, Gunga then. And looks a bit like a Jaffrey type thing, doesn't it? You ready?
Yeah, mate.
Sit, and go. Chew it up. Bit of a drum roll.
It's one of those ones that look like those frog lollies.
Yep.
That's what it.
Did you swallow it
It's
already?
chewable. Like no.
You still got it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Still chewing it?
Do you need a drink of water?
No, mate.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Is it hot?
You sure? Do you need a drink?
How hot? On a
Do you need
scale
a
of
drink?
1 to
Do you need a
10.
drink?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
How hot?
Man, those chits were more hotter than
Are you
this.
serious?
I'm
You
serious.
better have the other one.
You're a brave man.
Brave man.
You are a brave man.
Look at that. He's even standing up before you. Ready?
Yep.
Just swallow that one.
Eh?
You're supposed to keep it in your mouth.
Sorry.
Open up.
Okay, this is chewable too.
Yep. I've got to tell you. Flavour? Strawberry, lemon, cola?
Can't tell.
Did you just give him the cat's flea tablets?
What's wrong with that?
Now what are we going to give the cat?
Oh, it's a smoker. Oh, shit.
The cat's got ringworms.
No, it's a smoker.
What's it like now? Getting a bit warm now.
Yeah.
You want a drink?
He's got two in his. Hot? On a scale of 1 to 10?
Not the hottest you've had?
That's about 6.
Ooh.
You want another corn chip to top it off?
No.
You're allowed to swallow that.
No.
Well, we might take a short break and be back after some of these milk. Alright guys, and welcome back, and it's that time of night again. It's time for Chalking Schmidt. Chalking Schmidt. And the first caller, who we got there?
Oh, g'day, it's Daniel Gosling, a fan of the mighty Gold Coast Titans.
The mighty Gosling. How did I know that we'd get a call from him this week? He,
Just luck.
Were you there last week?
Yes, of course. I never miss a home game.
We didn't see any Goslings in the crowd.
Oh, look, I didn't take the shirt off, but I did have a shirt with me taking the shirt off. I thought that could get on TV, but no, I did not take the shirt off.
Ah, fair enough. You know, it's come a bit of a hit down here now that if anyone takes a shirt off at the game, it's called a Gosling.
Oh, you know what? That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear.
So we've put a challenge out too. So we've got a challenge here with one of the blokes on the crew, the Minion. If Clemmer scores a try, probably on the weekend, is it you going to do a Gosling?
Absolutely.
Off the shirt comes and he'll do a Gosling.
Oh, you love to hear that. You love to hear that.
So,
Absolutely.
mate, other than the fact that you're going to tell us that your Mighty Titans beat our Mighty Knights, what's your question for us this week?
Well, the question is, do you think your coach is going to get the boot?
Ooh.
We hear this a lot.
Yeah, we talked about this a few times.
I don't know. It's a hard one, I guess, because we don't know what's happening behind closed doors. But, I mean, I've said and I'll say it again, if he is to get the boot, I'd like to see the Walker brothers come in.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't realise, too, the short kickoff and the short line dropout. Do you know who invented that?
I'm going to say one of the Walkers.
The Walker brothers.
Right.
Yes. So now everyone does it in the league. So this is what I'm getting at. Is this their kind of attacking football that they will bring? So this where, and especially with us getting Tyson Gamble and all these different halves, let's change up our attack and bring that kind of play in. Whether we get them or not, but that's the type of attack I'd like to see us play. Rather than this straight up the middle and on the last do some ridiculous kick that doesn't even put any pressure on. Let's change it up with things like that. So that's I can't say he is or I can't say he's not because I'm really on the fence. But if he is to go, that's who I'd like to come in. Boys?
Yeah,
I'm with you there.
Yeah, I was thinking of Shane Flanagan, but I thought he'd be a good choice because he's out there. But
yeah, true. What's your take there from a non-Knights supporter's view?
Well, I feel like it was a little bit expected this year for you guys to have a drop down, but I think you've had a little bit more of a drop down than expected. So,
I mean, a lot of injuries have happened, but I mean, the guys underneath you that are taking that spot need to stand up. So we can use that excuse to a certain degree, but your next one's coming through. We've got to stand up. So you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but how's it looking up the Gold Coast for you next year? Getting Kieran Foran?
It's a good signing. I am a little bit concerned about that one though, because he's only really played good footy at Manly and right next to Daly Cherry Evans.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit concerned about that.
He's sort of like he needs another experienced half outside of him.
Yeah, which we currently don't have. But
well, you missed Jamal.
he might
Jamal
have
Fogarty this year.
Over that time in Manly, he might have learnt how to be better. We don't know. As well as Sam Verrills will be very good. We have been missing a hooker.
Oh yes,
that's a good signing.
Perhaps he could even move into the halves.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it just depends where they want to play AJ Brimson, because I don't think he's going to go fullback because of Jaden Campbell.
True.
Isn't Jaden Campbell supposed to be on the outer?
No, he's just signed another contract.
Is he right? I thought I saw something.
So you wouldn't get rid of him, would you?
Well, I just thought I swear someone that they were.
No, he made like a commitment a couple of weeks ago. It was a whole big thing up here. Probably you guys didn't hear about it, but where everyone was very excited when he re-signed. But those two people, and also Tanner Boyd, who's been our halfback since Toby Sexton got demoted, he's been playing pretty well. So
yeah, he has too actually. And Bo Firma, he's coming on leaps and bounds. Former Newcastle player, he's really coming up out there, and I think we talk about players that need a change of clubs. He needed a change of club, and look at him now.
Exactly.
So
and he's been good. He's been very good. He always attacks. He does have a little bit of an error problem, but when he's like last week, he probably didn't even have one error, which was great.
Right. I can see him staying at the Titans long term and perhaps even becoming club captain. I reckon that. I just think, when some players just fit into a club like a glove, and I think this is where Bo Firma is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. No, I definitely see that as well. I don't think I've ever really thought about it because of Tino kind of locked that position down.
Yeah, but I don't know. I get the feeling in the future Tino could get a big money contract offer somewhere and go elsewhere.
Yeah. Cool.
But in saying that too, Tino's a prop forward, so usually you don't see the props get the captaincy a lot.
Big money, but
I just
definitely deserves it.
Yeah, I just see him as I think that could possibly lock him in. But
I've got a question for you, Daniel. David Fafita, what's going to happen with him?
David, look, I would like to hold on to him because they offered him a contract for only about $750,000.
But really, that's what he's worth at the moment.
Yeah, maybe a little bit less, but definitely not worth the $1 million. No, I think he's realised that, and the club has realised that.
I'll even say to him, okay, well, we're going to give you $750 or whatever, and you get performance bonuses.
That's a good idea.
Probably. That's probably what his contract's going to be.
Mate, I'm going to throw a challenge out to you.
Ooh.
Next year, if the Titans play down here, I'm going to challenge the Gosling to come down and we'll do a Gosling off. And, we'll get you in the same supporters' seats as us against our little Gosling minion next to us here. And whoever scores, you've got to, do a Gosling off, so see who gets the most Goslings.
Whoever has the best body shirtless. Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
It does, eh?
There'll be a bit of mud wrestling in the end. Nah, it'd be good to get you down here, champion, for a game, eh? And, if we're up that way as well. So, actually, I'm looking at going up there probably next September. So,
Are you a Titans member, mate?
I am, yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, no, mate. Enjoy your wooden spoon this year, anyway.
No, we can't. We physically can't get.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Tigers got it. That's a shame, eh?
We have to lose by 40, and they have to win by 40.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Good fight. I think we're all good.
Yeah, so are we, thank Christ. But we've got our spoon cupboards full. We've got too many. Mate, we'll
maybe next year you'll get the spoon. Maybe next year.
Oh, I hope not. We've got too many. Mate, I do appreciate you coming on, and we might get you on during the finals too, have a little bit of a chat, eh?
Oh, that sounds like a plan.
So stay tuned, and we'll have the Gosling back on during the finals. So thanks for your call, mate, and we'll talk soon.
Cheerio.
Thank you.
Thanks, Champion. All right, guys, that was Daniel Champion Gosling from up there at the Titans, and time for caller number 2. Are you still there, man?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, no, we're just running late, so we just sort of got to make it a bit shorter tonight because we've still got half the show to go, and we've been going fucking 2 hours. And the dude that just had the Reapers has just left the building in a rather fast manner.
You might not be coming back.
No, he'll be back, but he just won't have them again. Anyway, mate, thanks, Chang, man. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks, buddy. All right, guys, it's time for caller number 2. And who we got there?
Oh, good evening, panel. This is Simon speaking again.
Oh, Simon, lovely to hear from you. How are you?
Well, I'm okay. How are you?
Good, mate. We've got the Minion and Christopher Vassallo on the panel up here at the moment.
Hello.
Oh, what a big manly hunk of masculinity you're having there this evening.
Oh, excuse me.
The reason I wanted to speak to you, have you heard from Terence?
No, we haven't.
Well, he seems to have disappeared. I don't know what happened. I know he was at that Scungy nightclub last week, and I heard the phone call. I didn't even know.
Oh, yes, we did have a phone call. Yeah, I forgot about that. He was in Newcastle.
That's right. And now I've heard nothing from him. I don't know what's gone on. I don't know if he's got involved with the wrong people or blown off the wrong people. I just don't know what to think. I didn't know if you'd heard from him or not.
No, I haven't. And Christopher, have you heard from Terence?
No, I haven't. Sorry.
No.
Goodness me, I don't know where he is. It's quite lonely here in Toorak without him.
Yeah, no, we had the phone call last week, but that's all we heard.
We can fly Chris
Maybe-
over.
Yeah, maybe it's something to do with that funny sugar I found on his bedside table. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, so what was your question for us this week? You got a question?
No, I was just looking for Terence. I hadn't heard from him, but I guess while we're at it, that hunky Jesse Sue, he's really taken my eye, and I understand he's out of the team after this year.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah, that was one of my favourites. Jesse's he's going overseas to Hull, I believe. Hull FC, is it? Yeah, so he's he's
Happy to see a bit of beefcake like that go, isn't it?
yeah, he was a champion guy, and as we had Brodie Jones on earlier, he touched how good of a bloke Jess is off the field as well. So hopefully next week we can talk to Jess and get Jess on next week and have a bit of a chat with him before he goes off to England. So yeah,
that would be delightful. And how's your night there, Christopher? You're filling in?
Good, thank you. I love being here. It's a great show, and it's a great bunch of guys. And I just love being here. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. There's been no shenanigans, has there?
No.
Oh, there's been a couple. one off air we can't really show on air, but I'll give you a bit of a clue. We stitched him up with the old orange challenge and the Nutella.
Oh my goodness! No, that's terrible, Christopher. Do you need a cuddle?
No, I'll be right. Thank you.
Sure.
But it's all about stitches up and fun. And,
it's all in fun.
Yeah, we actually got a couple of stitch ups coming that, and a couple of funny things that I think you will find quite amusing. And
What do you mean by views?
Well, the viewers, and probably you and Terence might find amusing too. And it involves Christopher and it involves the Minion, but they just don't know it as yet.
Well, I'm excited to see what sort of scintillating shenanigans you get up to. But in the meantime, if you do hear from Terence, could you please just tell him I'm dreadfully worried about him. Haven't got anyone to cook for, and it's been rather lonely at home.
I'll tell you what, if you're ever down this way or move over to this way, we could send Christopher over and you'd be able to cook for him all the time. He's a big fan of the chili.
Big fan of the chili. As long as he's not a fan of the souffle, I'm still struggling to get it up, boys.
Oh, no, he could probably help you there. But I will say one thing that you might get an enjoyment out of. We're doing this little skit, and it involves young Christopher over here, and him playing out Baywatch coming out of the water.
Sounds delicious.
That's all I'll say. So you got to stay tuned for that one, but it's rather amusing.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, thank you for taking my call, and I do hope that you hear from Terence. I am getting dreadfully worried for him. Goodness knows what can happen in those nightclubs. He did say something about going off to embrace his inner George Michael or something, and that was it.
Oh, stop. Yeah, fair enough. Well, he might be listening there now, so hopefully he can he'll hear this and get in contact with you. But send us a message next week, and hopefully we can get Jesse on, and you might even be able to chat with him.
Oh, that would be just scrumptious. Thank you so much.
No worries. We'll see what we can do. So thanks for your call, and it's always good to talk to you, Simon.
All the best, you lovely gentlemen.
See you, Simon.
All right, guys. That was Simon all the way from Toorak, and time for caller number 3. All right, guys, it's time for caller number 3. Who we got there?
Well, good evening there. My name is Hannes, and I'm calling from Johannesburg, and I want to talk to you about the mighty Springboks, but how bad they did on the weekend against you bloody Wallabies.
Mate, to be honest with you, I didn't watch the Wallabies game. No, none of us did. So, Floorboy Gary did.
What is wrong with you? Why would you not watch the Wallabies?
Oh, I was watching the Knights game, mate, and
Wait a moment. Have I called a bloody rugby league?
Yeah, rugby league, mate. Night time.
You're on the wrong.
Oh, bloody rugby league, not bloody rugby union.
Yeah, rugby league, bro.
Well, why are there no South Africans playing bloody league then, eh?
Mate, I don't know. That is a good question.
A Springboks are tough people, right?
Yeah. I'm sure you could probably come over and handle the rugby league.
When the rugby league is a bit too soft for us.
No, it's a man's game, rugby league, and in women's now too.
Yes, well, we've always said that about rugby players being a bunch of women.
I tell you what, some of those women, mate, could match it with some of the blokes. I tell you, there's some good players over there.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm terribly sorry. I did ring thinking it was a proper rugby talk show, not a bloody rugby league one.
Oh, mate, the rugby league is the greatest game on earth.
Well, we might have to agree to disagree there, eh?
Mate, most definitely, but I'm glad you called the show. You might be able to convert you.
Well, I was listening over in Johannesburg, right, and I heard all this rugby talk, and that's why I thought I'd give it a call.
Yeah, so you heard our show over in Johannesburg?
Yes, well, it's still morning, and as we say over here, Hoya More, good morning to you. It's a lovely day here in Johannesburg. It's a beautiful place. As long as you don't go to certain areas, then it's delightful.
Oh, right, eh? Yeah, well, that's interesting to know. I have never been to Johannesburg, but it sounds like a lovely place.
In certain places, but I am terribly sorry. I was going to ring up about the Springboks and then, of course, about the Wallabies and the All Blacks. And as you know about us South Africans, there's nothing we like to do more than beating All Blacks, eh?
Yeah, well, there's always a team in every code that you love to beat. So ours is probably, the Manly. So in the NRL, sorry. So every team I support the Knights and any team that plays Manly.
Well, that sounds delightful. But look, I'm terribly sorry for wasting your time. Like I said, my name is Hannes de Villiers. I'm calling from Johannesburg. And who knows, maybe I should call back again one day.
Yeah, most certainly. Call us anytime.
You have a wonderful day, evening, whatever it is over there. And I look forward to the next cricket season then, eh?
Nah, mate, I'm not a fan of the cricket.
Bloody rugby league players. Yes, goodbye.
No worries. Thanks for your call, Hans. Oh, you're gone. Very cranky there.
Yeah.
So, I said I wasn't a fan of the cricket, and, you could hear a truck reversing. Anyway, we might take caller number 4. All right, guys, and it's time for caller number 4. Who we got there?
Molly.
Molly, what question you got for us this week?
I don't really have a question. I have more of a statement. Just want to say about how good the NRLW team's going, the Knights women's team.
Yeah, no, they're going rather well, and 2 from 2. I think this week will be third. So, we're the only undefeated team this week? Should it be something like that?
The Roosters.
The Roosters. And the Dragons. Okay, I'm behind. Anyway, doing really well, and we'll get to see them live play this weekend, so that'll be even better, and hopefully everyone can get out and support both teams.
Yeah. I think that Jessie Southwell's going to go well. She's only 17. She's absolutely smashing it.
17-year-old, and you're killing it like that, you've got a big future. And when Andrew Johns comes out and says, this girl is going places, that's a huge rap.
Yeah, that's right.
And a local girl.
Millie Boyle's just an absolute workhorse.
Who was that, sorry?
Millie Boyle.
Yeah. You see, and also I like some of the lesser names as well. Like obviously Millie Boyle and Tamika Upton doing a tremendous job, but I like some of the lesser names too that are coming in and doing showing they want to play for the team. And the young girl on the wing, the Kiwi winger, Autumn.
Yeah, she did well.
Yeah, and and some of the other girls like Johnston. And all that, they're playing really well, and locals too, which make it even better.
Yeah, that's right. That Olivia Higgins, she's local as well. She's from Raymond Terrace.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, and see some of the hits they do too. It's like, you sort of don't expect it to be such big hits, but they put on some massive tackles.
Oh, how they do.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we do.
No, hopefully everyone gets out there and supports the girls this weekend, and. Because it's the last home game for the boys, and there's only another 2 rounds after this week for the girls, and then it goes into finals, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So, let's get out and support them, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, the girls can get through to the finals and the grand final and bring our first ever NRLW trophy home.
Yeah, I think they're definitely in the makings for the finals. They might be the team to beat this year.
Yeah, well, I think, you have a look at the talent we've got there. We've got a team that can do it. And like you said, this is the 3rd game that they've all played together. So they're only going to get better as time goes on. And then, you got the experience of Millie Boyle. So, let's hopefully we can bring it home.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope so. Doing better than the boys anyway at this stage.
We won't go there, but anyway. That was a good question. So, I really enjoyed that question. So, you're in the running for a prize this week, so stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the show, and you never know.
Sounds good, thanks.
No worries. Thanks very much for your call.
Bye.
All right, guys, it's time for caller number 5. Who we got?
Robbo from Doonside again, mate.
A regular these days from Doonside, mate, eh?
Might as well give me your own segment soon.
Yeah, mate, you'll be close to it. Mate, what can we do for you this week?
Mate, next year's squad, guys. How do you see it, and what do you think our chances are? Because personally, I'm a bit worried.
Mate, I think it's going to be better than last year's. With Tyson Gamble all but signed. And apparently he has signed. It's going to be released in the next week or two that, you know.
I did see rumours today, but rumours...
Yeah, I mean, I like it. A lot of people don't, but I think he can bring maybe that little bit of spark that we might have been missing because he's a bit aggressive sometimes. He's a bit of in your face. He can get under the skin of players. I mean, maybe that could work for us. He can play the ball. He's a bit of a ball player. So I keep saying, let's take a gamble on Gamble. Adam Elliott obviously coming to the club. Jack Hetherington, yeah, as long as he keeps his temper down a little bit. But I do like that aggression in him. Only thing I think we need to look at, maybe I said Ruben Garrick is a possibility coming as well from Manly, which will then push Kalen Ponga into 5'8", regardless of if people like it or not. It's looking like it's happening. Because the rumour has it too, I've got a pretty good source said that he's been training in the halves as well. So, yeah, you know, that could be interesting. You know, Ponga and Gamble, half, 5'8", possibility, because I'm not sure Clifford's going to be hanging around, and let's be honest, I don't think Clune's up to first grade half as yet. Maybe a 14. But, I mean, you could also throw Kurt Mann in the mix, really. But, yeah, I mean, if you bring all them, you're going to put Garrick back at fullback if Ponga goes to 5'8". Excuse me, and then Gamble would have to go to half. But, yeah, I don't know. But I do like the way the club's going with a few of those recruitments. Only one I'm done, or two that I don't like that we're losing is obviously Jesse Sue and Mitch Barnett. Excuse me. Huge losses, but yeah, with a couple of those signings, we could go right. The only other thing I'd be looking at was, do we put Garrick in the centres? Because Bradman Best is rumoured to be, not on the best of terms at the club. Excuse me. Had
that one I haven't heard.
Yeah, well, Manly want him apparently.
Oh, okay. Might be a swap deal then.
Yeah, it might be a swap deal. And then you put him in the centres because there's our goal kicking sorted that we've been lacking this year. And Ponga does stay at fullback, Gamble at 5'8", and we throw a bit of money at Ben Hunt.
I'd be happy with that.
That's I don't think we throw the amount of money that they're talking about at Luke Brooks. You throw that money at Ben Hunt and a little bit more. Yep. And Tyson Frizzell being good friends with Ben Hunt, maybe ought to, from their playing days down there, maybe ought to swayed him up this way.
Might.
Depends too on who the coach is, what happens going around there. So, yeah, anything's possible, but there's just that many rumours flying around.
Yeah. All right, good to get your thoughts.
Boys?
Pretty much the same what Dean's question answered.
There's really no other halves around that I'd be looking at buying personally. I wouldn't throw any money at Luke Brooks. That's just a waste for me.
No.
Or Cameron Munster.
You won't get Munster. Munster will stay at the Storm. If he was to go anywhere, it would be the Dolphins. But
we wouldn't have the money for Munster anyway.
And to be honest, I don't want him. I don't like Ned Flanders personally. But no, good question, mate. And
no,
you cut him out there, mate. Yeah,
I might be cutting out, guys.
Yeah, cutting out, champion. Thanks for your call, buddy.
All right, no problem if you can hear me. Cheers, guys.
No worries, thanks, champion.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was Talking Schmidt for 1 week, and we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. And it's time for Team List Tuesday.
You just made the list!
And, I'll do the Knights. Number 1, Tex Hoy playing his last game for the Newcastle Knights before taking off overseas. Number 2, Edric Lee, Dane Gagai, and Christian Mapalangi, if that's how you pronounce his last name.
Pretty good.
And on the other wing, teenage sensation Dominic Young. Him and Ronaldo will have a good contest, I reckon. Anyway, Phoenix Crosland at 5'8" with Adam Clune at the halves. David Clemmer and Daniel Saifidi comes on the run on side at the front row. Jaden Brayley in at hooker. Tyson Frizzell and BJ Brodie Jones in the second row with Matt Crocker taking his spot at lock in place of Jesse Sue. Chris Randall, good to see Chris Randall getting another start. Jacob Saifidi, Pasami Solo, and Jack Johns comes into the side. So, yeah, that's interesting to see there. No real big surprises, I suppose. But yeah, that's the on to the Sharks, Corey.
On the Sharks, well, number 1, we've got Lachlan Miller. The wingers are Matt Ikavalu and Ronaldo Mulatalo. The centres are Jesse Ramian and Sia Sifatalakai. 5'8" is Matt Moylan and halfback is Nick Hines. Front row is Braden Hammond-Ueli and Royce Hunt. Hooker is Blake Brayley, and the second row is Britton Okore and Wade Graham, and locking the scrum is Cameron McInnes. On the interchange, we have Teague Wilton, Braden Trindle, Aidan Tolman, and Andrew Fafita.
Aidan Tolman playing his last ever game.
And so is Andrew Fafita.
Possibly not. Possibly not.
Oh, well, for Cronulla, he is.
For Cronulla, yeah.
Unless,
but
obviously, with the
West Tigers are looking at maybe having him for a year.
Gone back home.
And his brother,
David
wants to play 1 year with him.
Yeah.
So interesting to see what happens there. But pretty good, mate. I was pretty confident that we could match it with him at home last game, old boys. But my only issue here is our halves.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I don't know. I'm just not convinced with Clune and Phoenix at halves. I mean,
Matt Moylan returns from either injury or suspension.
Mm.
Nick Hines is pretty much, in my opinion, now probably a Dally M Player of the Year.
No.
I think he's polled a lot of votes.
Oh, he has, but yeah.
He'll be definitely up there for sure.
You know who should get it, but he won't?
Dylan Edwards.
Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, well, my 3 was probably between him, Hines, and Ben Hunt.
Hines played really well at the start, killed it, absolutely killed it, but then the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
And I think he's coming back now, but he had that period in the middle where the wheels fell off. And I just think Dylan Edwards should get it, but I don't think he will. But yeah, damn right he should. Tell you what, this is no disrespect to Carlton Ponga, but if I'm picking a side now for my team of the year, he's my fullback.
Kalen?
No, Dylan Edwards.
Dylan Edwards, yeah.
He just does everything you need each week. Massive run meters, but he just doesn't do the flamboyant stuff some other fullbacks do.
He puts his body on the line.
100%. Played in a grand final with a broken foot. That says it all, mate.
Yeah, just as good as Sam Burgess played that year with a broken jaw.
Mm.
Or fractured cheekbone, should I say.
To be honest, probably a foot's worse because you have to use that to get around.
That's right.
You know, I mean, at least with the jaw, you're not running. But, yeah, that is a huge thing. I'm a big fan of his. Not because it's the wife's team, but I just watch him play, and I just think, you know, this bloke should be playing rep, but he doesn't. He doesn't get the... Yeah, huge player for me. But yeah, it should be good. Other than the halves, I'd like to see the matchup in the forwards is good. I reckon there could be some fireworks, to be honest.
I like the Brayley boys going against each other again. That always seems to bring out the best in both of them.
Yeah, only thing that's missing is Miss Toby Randolph.
I believe he's injured. Yeah. I don't know how bad his injury is, but I think he's injured.
I reckon Fafita and Clemmer might come together.
No, they're good mates, aren't they?
I'm not sure, are they?
I think they're pretty good mates off the field,
Hmm,
especially
yeah,
in their
might.
Origin days together.
Yeah, true. Well, Harry and Carroll were best mates off the field, but
They might. You never know, but.
Remember last time the Knights and Sharks met, David Clemmer tackled Andrew Defeat and
oh yeah,
coma.
Yeah, Paul Bugger with his throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but good to see.
At least recovered well from that, I guess.
Just the matchup of Dominic Young and Ronaldo will be good.
Yeah.
Jesse Ramian and Gay Guy.
Yeah, well, if Gagai can play like he did that second half last week, you know, I think that you'll give Jesse Ramian a good game. So,
to be honest, maybe I would even look at putting maybe Tex Hoy in it. Maybe giving him a shot in the halves. I just want to see Dom Young play fullback for a bit. I reckon he could be a surprise you at fullback and be a live wire at fullback. I'd just like to see him get him 10, 15 minutes, see how he goes.
well, considering it's the last game of the year, you know, and there's nothing really to play for the Knights, so to speak, except for 2 points and playing in front of your old boys. Yeah, that's
Give him a shot.
It's not a bad bad option.
I'd like to see that. But now it'll be a good game. I'm looking forward. I can't wait. As you know, it'll be a packed crowd down there. So if the sun's out shining and
Father's Day.
Yeah, the women as well. So yeah, look forward to that. But yeah, we need some changes to the team because it's pretty sad in the halves, I think. There was rumour that Kurt Mann might have made a comeback, but nah, obviously not.
Well, just to see where Jake Clifford has fallen off the perch, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, that's sad too, to be honest.
He's injured at the moment too, isn't he?
Yeah, but rumour has it he's homesick. So I don't know what's going to go on there.
But the Cowboys don't want him back. Is that?
Maybe the Titans. Yeah. I mean, realistically, you ever think the Titans? Titans need a good, to go with Kieran Foran next year, so that could be a good option going home. And if he is homesick for personal reasons why this is like that, well, I say for the bloke's mental health, let him go. You know, because you're only a footballer for so long.
That's
You
right.
know, mental health is a dreadful illness.
Just another question too where's Leo Thompson been lately?
He got injured.
Yeah, he's injured.
For the rest of the season.
Has to be because
Yeah.
he's a weapon.
That's what I mean. I haven't seen him in a team sheet for a few weeks, and I'm just didn't
pretty
know
sure
what-
he's in.
I tell you what, we'll find out by the weekend if we run into him.
Okay.
If not, we'll ask BJ.
Yeah.
But he's a weapon. But yeah.
I think he re-signed as well.
Oh, did he?
Oh, good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's good because he is a good young player.
Oh, that's right. And he only played a handful of football games before signing with us. So, I mean, his best is yet to come. Like we said about Dominic Young.
Dominic Young. Well, this has been his breakout year too, in my opinion.
So, he's still eligible for Rookie of the Year, I believe.
Who, Dominic Young? Okay.
Because you're allowed to play so many games a year before.
Right.
And I think he's just under the... So, is he your Daily M Rookie of the Year? Or is there someone else?
Off the bat, no, I can't think
Because
of
there's a
anybody.
couple of Penrith ones that are...
Yeah, there's a Penrith one.
Oh yeah, the
Tago
and May.
So that'll be pretty...
Yeah.
So those Sutherland wouldn't come into that from Penrith. You
No,
replaced,
Sullivan's played a few.
You replaced Cleary.
Yeah, he's played for a few clubs.
Yeah.
Too.
Lachlan Ilias from South, so he mightn't get it, but he's he's had a pretty good run.
There's a few, but yeah, I reckon, like, just off the hand, there's probably a few that I can't think of too, but I'd put it down to a 3-horse race with maybe Dom and the 2 Penrith wingers, maybe. I know there's probably others I'm completely forgetting, but yeah, at the moment, it'd be a hard one to pick. But
Maybe Xavier Savage from Canberra. I don't know how many games he played.
yeah, true. True. All right, so we might just have a little bit of fun here quickly. Fullback of the year.
Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winger of the year.
Militano.
I'll go To'o from Penrith.
I'd like to say To'o, but I don't think so. Yeah. I'm not sure though.
Alex Johnson, maybe he scored 26 tries this year.
Mate, if it was one of the Penrith ones, Chris, maybe Tago, but that's a hard one.
Well, that guy from the Cowboys with the thing down his.
Nanai.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he could be Dally Empire. Oh, sorry, Rookie of the Year too.
Yeah, true. 5'8".
5'8".
I'd like to say Lua, but
no, he's been out too much.
Jerome Luai.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even Matt Moylan. He's had a pretty good season with Cronulla.
That's a hard one. There's a few hard ones, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like halfback.
Well, it's a toss-up between Ben Hunt and Nico Hines. Even Mitch Moses.
Ben Hunt for mine.
What about forward?
Lock.
Hudson
Young.
Or Hudson Young.
Hudson Young, yeah, but Azeo takes it for me. Second row. Maybe Hudson Young in second row.
Maybe second row.
Because Adam Elliott for lock as well.
Yeah.
But nah, Azeo takes it for me. Hooker.
Appy
Coruscant, yeah, stand out.
Yeah.
This one's going to be a hard one. This is the hardest one of all. Prop of the year.
Payne Haas.
Clemmer.
All those could, as well as I would throw Fisher Harris in. Regan Campbell Gillard. Junior Paulo. There's a fair few there.
Guy that really big one we were talking about before.
There's a few there that could. Interesting. But anyway, yeah, we might take a short break and be back shortly. Alright guys, and welcome back, and we might get on to this week's games and a bit of bold predictions. So first up, Thursday night, we've got the Riverworms and the Storm.
Cracking game, this one.
Yeah, Tom Eisenhoof, Cindus Moses out for 4 weeks. Suffered a Cindus Moses ankle injury due to a hip drop tackle. The NRL physio expects he'll miss around 4 weeks. So
that's pretty much the whole season.
Yeah.
Unless they make the GF.
Yeah, so that's a pretty ordinary one for him. But
that's another injury blow to the Storm.
So Eddie, this one, 4th versus 5, so it's the top of the. It's at Combank Stadium, but Storm can't play as bad as they did.
No.
It's going to be a tight game, I reckon.
Look, what's on the line. Like, you win, you get in the top 4.
I'm going to take the Storm in a close one.
Yep, Storm already 4th, and they're going to stay there.
I was going to take
Storm.
So you go, Chris.
All right. Storm for me. I agree with it in a close game.
Oh, you're a closet Storm supporter, aren't you?
No, used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be.
Yeah.
I was going to take Parramatta, but someone's told me a bit of reverse psychology might win, so I'm going to go the Storm.
Oh, it's a clean sweep with the Storm. This next one's going to be a pretty boring game, if you ask me. Friday night, the Bulldogs versus the Bin Chickens.
I'm going to go the Bulldogs.
All right, Manly. Ever since the Gay Pride jersey, Manly's gone downhill.
Haven't won a game.
They've just, something's not right. I reckon Des Hasler is on his last legs for some reason. There's something not right in the club. So Desi will be gone soon, I reckon. But yeah, I'm going to take the Dogs and Matt Burton to bring his kicking boots.
Yeah, the Dogs as well. 13 plus.
Do you know any other number but 13?
No, I don't.
Every week it's 13 plus.
I reckon it's about 4.
I know he knows one number, I'm not allowed to say on air.
Yeah, so, Bristow?
I'll go to Dogs.
Corey?
Yeah, Bulldogs.
Bulldogs?
Yeah.
Roosters and Rabbits. That's on, is that Friday night too?
Yeah.
And,
the new opening of Allianz Stadium.
That should be interesting just to see a stadium. Be probably more exciting than the game.
Well, there probably won't be many Roosters supporters there.
But that's what I don't get. The Roosters go, oh no, it's our stadium. You get 5,000 to a game, and that's on a free ticket Friday.
I know, and it isn't like Paddington not far away from where South should be, where play. Instead of like Redfern's not far away from Paddington. So
yeah, I reckon they should share it, but that's just my opinion. I'm going to take the Rabbits in a close one.
Yeah, I'm going the Rabbits. They always beat the Roosters.
Roosters.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Chooks. Very, very tight game.
Yes. The old rivalry.
Roosters are in good form at the moment. I don't know if it'll see them out for the rest of the year, like deep into the finals, but they've given a good account of themselves the last probably 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think Roosters for me.
Yeah, well, Victor Radley's out. The Roosters doctor says Victor Radley has pulled up well, but he will undergo all head injury protocols through the week. But it does seem likely he will miss at least 1 week. With even his own father, I mean, he should take some time off. I'm telling you what, if Jesse Sue can't play, he's definitely not playing.
Oh, it was a sickening head, like, did you watch it?
Convulsion, and he's
yeah.
So, Like, Stevie Wonder can see he's not going to play.
No.
If they let him play, and they don't let Jesse Sue play, something wrong. Anyway. The Warriors and the Titans on Saturday, 3 p.m, Mount Start Stadium. You know what? Warriors will win this. Warriors for me.
Yep, I like the Warriors too. There's a few people that are leaving the Warriors.
Yeah,
I think they'll put a show on for the fans over there across the ditch.
Yeah, over at Mount Smart Stadium, they'll put it on there. Chris?
Warriors at home. I agree. Warriors will win. They should do a number on the Titans.
Kevin Walters. Multiple Brisbane Broncos players are reportedly angry at Kevin Walters for urging them to show some heart and calling them soft following the Eels loss. I'm calling them soft. If you've got to whinge over that, harden up. Go to Bunnings, get some concrete and harden up. Like, that's just...
He's only doing his job.
Steve Renouf come out today and tweeted too something along those lines to suck it up, princesses. Just, deal with it.
That's just absolutely...
But this is the type of game that can go like that sort of can go with you or against you now as a team for the following week. You either want to play and for your jersey the next week, or you don't want to play for the coach and just go out there and throw the game, so to speak. I won't say they throw the game, but it's
Well, the Broncos need they required to beat the Dragons and the Tigers to beat the Raiders. And if the Raiders won by 1 point, the Broncos would need to beat the Dragons by 45 points or more.
Can't see that happening. Even if they might, I can see the Broncos winning, but not by 45.
But in saying that, we didn't think we'd see some of those scorelines on the weekend like that. So I'm not saying I don't think they will either.
No,
but anything's possible.
Yeah, true.
So so the Broncos, I'll take the Broncos on that one. But yeah, I don't think that big, but I'll take the Broncos.
Dragons.
Sorry, Corey, Brisbane.
That's all right. Go for it. The ex-Red V member you were.
I know.
How many ex-teams have you got, Mars?
Well, the only reason I left, to the truth, I went for St George from 75 to 2000. And the only reason I left St George is because of the merger.
Oh, fair enough.
To me, that's not the real St George Dragons out there.
So then who'd you go to?
Well, after St George, Melbourne.
He went for Melbourne after the 99 grand final when they beat us.
No, I was with St George when we got robbed in that grand final.
Then when did you come to the Knights?
To 2010.
Oh, fair enough.
Do you hear the latest? He's back on New South Wales.
Oh, you're New South Wales supporter again now, eh?
Can't trick me.
Oh, I'm not going there. Anyway,
I'll just say I'll take St George to finish on a high this.
Oh, we knew you're taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like me. We've,
Good supporter.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're not. You're a trader. You decided to go against that.
How many times has he traded?
Yeah.
It's like he's on a roundabout. Whichever stop he gets off, that he will take.
I've been following St George since I was born in 1979.
Changed his teams like he changed his undies.
Does that mean he's still a Knights fan next year?
Yes.
Anyway.
I have been since 2010, mate.
Cowboys and Panthers will be a good game. Except for the Panthers are resting 13 players. So, but I still reckon the Penrith reserve grade team might put up a bit of a fight. You know, they've got something to prove. To be honest, they've got nothing to lose. So, yes. Spencer Leno will undergo scans on his shoulder. The NRL physio says the video brings concern to a minor dislocation, and most players return from that in 1 to 3 weeks. So hopefully Spencer's only out for this week. He's a gun, absolute gun for the Penrith Panthers. Tom Dearden set to make his return from a ruptured testicle. So apparently they're going to put him through his paces there, and I reckon the Penrith boys might throw a lot of work his way and just test him out for the
test out his.
Yeah. I'll take the Cowboys only because it's up there and Panthers have got 13 players out, but I reckon the Panthers might give them a good go.
There's that number again, 13.
Yeah, Mitch, what are you teaching me?
I'm going to Panthers. I reckon they're going to get the job done. They're paying nearly $5.
Are you smoking crack?
They're nearly paying $5. I reckon.
They've got a reserve grade team here.
He's already got a lousy 20 on it.
No, I reckon they're going to do it.
Oh Jesus! But no, hey, you never know. He could be right, and I'll eat my words next week. So, yeah. But anyway,
Chris, who are you going for?
Yep. I have to say sorry, Kylie, but I'm going for the Cowboys. And I'll be going for the Cowboys to go away to the grand final.
Yeah, I think so too. Corey,
I'm going the Cowboys 1 to 12.
Good, we didn't hear that 13 again.
I'm going 1 to 14. Anyway, bold predictions.
We got 2 more games to play.
Oh yeah, sorry, missed them. My apologies. I don't have them. I've got short change.
Okay, all right. So the Knights are playing the Sharks. That's at 2 p.m. Sunday.
Yeah, well,
at McDonald Jones. So we all know what's going to happen there.
I'm going to take the Knights and we get out there, boys and girls, and watch the boys and girls. Both teams support them. It's their last chance this year. Let's pack it out and let's give them a send off. Like Jesse Sue, Tex Hoy, Mitch Barnett. Give them all a proper send off and. If you got shirts, nighttime shirts or nighttime song, get it up on the big screen. If anyone does that and they send it in, we'll send them a prize. So we got merchandise to clear out. So yeah, let's get them up. Anyway, sorry, the next one. Boys, who are you saying?
Yeah, the Knights.
Knights,
Tip the Knights.
Yeah, I'm going to take an upset. Yeah, Old Boys Day. I think the Knights are...
We're hard to beat on Old Boys Day and saying that. They've
Knights
probably
will be
just
pumped up for this one, so yeah. I like them. And the last game to finish off the round and the regular season, the West Tigers and the Raiders.
I'll take the Raiders. Oh, no, West Tigers, James Tamu. Well, of course, an upset. Send him out a winner. I'm taking the Tigers.
This is the only time I would say the Tigers will win because me and my friend, she's a big Tigers fan, and we don't really get along with the footy, but I reckon Tigers.
The old 89 grand final. I went for Canberra in that grand final, so I'll go for Canberra.
So there's another team you...
No, not went for them. I picked them.
You said when you went for them.
I meant to say I picked them.
Is it easy to say who you haven't gone for?
Bloody Mealy, that's for sure.
The South Queensland Crushers and the Western Reds.
No, that's why they closed, because he was going for them.
Oh,
He was going for the Dolphins next year.
No way. No, my wife Delma can go for them.
Raiders for me.
Raiders.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers.
Yeah, for Tamu.
Actually, do they actually have they definitely got the wooden spoon now, or do they have to win by a certain amount?
They can't. No one can.
No, they've got it for sure.
Right. Okay. Right.
So board predictions, boys. What's your board prediction for the week, there, Minion?
Mine is the Knights are gonna win. Brodie Jones, anytime try scorer. Clemmer, anytime try scorer. And the Gosling comes out.
Is it?
Oh, any one of those get over, it's a Gosling.
Is it 13 plus?
Just a win.
Right.
I was going to say Brodie.
Go for it, if that's your...
All right, but I'll change mine. I'll go, our wingers to have a great game, Dominic Young and Edric Lee, and the Knights to win, here's your 13 plus, and the Knights to win by 13 plus.
What you hit me for?
And if Dominic Young gets over, you do a Gosling. No, not him.
No, he doesn't have to do another Elvis impersonation.
Yeah, oh God. Corey.
All right, I'm going the Knights, women and the men to do the double this weekend.
Well, mine is Clem will get over and score, and Brodie Jones will score. That's mine.
And what are you going to do if Brady scores? Or Clem?
Cheer.
No Gosling?
Do the shoey.
Nah.
Yeah, the shoey.
Have you seen my shoes?
No.
It'd be more like a keg.
Do you want to do the Phantom?
They've all seen the Phantom.
Chris hasn't.
Nah. All right. If they score, we'll come fancy dress in 2 weeks' time.
All right.
All right. If any of those happen, if Clem and Brady both score, it's fancy dress.
Okay.
All right, deal.
I'm putting the challenge out.
All right.
And I've got to pick the fancy dress.
All right, then
And you can't say no.
Then we pick yours.
No, I pick.
All right then.
Deal. All right, you heard it here first. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. We'd like to say a big thank you to Jamie Edmonds, who bidded on the mower and donated these proceeds from the mower to our big walk for little kids. We're doing on the 17th of September. So, throw your support behind that as well. And big thanks to Maitland Power Marine, Dale from Maitland Power Marine, who donated that, plus donated money towards the walk as well. So a huge thank you to Dale. Also, don't forget all our little competitions we got running. Just to say zinc and and go get your free coffee down at Fastlane. A big thank you also to the Crazy Lady once again. She does a wonderful job on and off the show, so huge thank you to them. Adam over there in Western Australia does a massive job for us. Floorboy Gary, as usual, behind the camera, and also a big thank you to our sponsors. Hymix, Mobile Travel Agents, Sports Power, Muso's Corner, Purnell Trophy, Steak and Chops, Sayers Inc. I've probably missed one or two, but our major one in Burton Automotive, huge thank you.
And Grand Matriarch Distilling Company.
That's right. And
So how much is the mower up to now?
The mower has been sold.
Oh, has it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you can bid on it still, if you like.
Yeah.
And huge thank you to Adam and that as well over there in Western Australia that does a marvellous job behind the camera. So there was something else, but you interrupted me and I've forgotten now. I can't remember what it was.
Who won the prize for the question?
Oh, yeah, who won the question of the week? What do you reckon? Who do you think?
I reckon Daniel.
Nah.
I reckon who was the one that did with the women's? Who asked who did that?
Oh, yeah, Molly.
Molly?
Yeah.
Molly wins?
Yeah, I reckon,
Yes.
I reckon Molly with that question was really good.
Yeah, it was
fair.
about the women.
Fair enough. And you watch, I'll get off the show and I'll go, that's what I wanted to say. But yeah, thanks to everyone for
No, thank you again for
coming in.
Yeah,
And
thank
your
you
work.
for it. Good night.
And big thank you to Christopher for coming in and
Thanks,
putting you
Chris.
through your
Like I said,
misery.
I'm glad to be here.
And
Thank you for letting me on the show.
big thank you to Brodie Jones as well for giving up some of his time tonight.
Yeah, that was good of him.
Champion guy, and stay tuned. We've got some really good stuff coming up, and even some in the off season that you're going to get a good laugh out of. So, all right, guys. Till next week.
Once a night.
Once a night.
Always a night.
Once a night. Good night.
I was about to say something, and you interrupted me, and I went, "Fuck! What was that now? What was that?"
The West Tigers and the Raiders.
I'll take the Raiders. Oh no, West Tigers. James Tamu. Well, caused an upset. Send him out a winner. I'm taking the Tigers.
This is the only time I would say the Tigers will win because me and my friend, she's a big Tigers fan, and we don't really get along with the footy. But I reckon Tigers.
The old 89 grand final. I went for Canberra in that grand final, so I'll go for Canberra.
So there's another team you...
No, not went for them. I picked them.
You said when you went for them.
I meant to say I picked them.
Is it easy to say who you haven't gone for?
Bloody Manly, that's for sure.
The South Queensland Crushers and the Western Reds.
No, that's why they should close, because he was going for them.
Oh, fuck. He was going for the Dolphins next year.
No way. No, my wife Dilma can go for them.
Raiders for me.
Raiders.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers.
Yeah, for
And
Tama.
actually, do they actually have they definitely got the wooden spoon now, or do they have to win by a certain amount?
They can't. No one
No,
can.
they've got it for sure.
Right. Okay. Right.
So, board predictions, boys. What's your board prediction for the week there, Minion?
Mine is the Knights are gonna win.
Mhm.
Brodie Jones, anytime try scorer. Clemmer, anytime try scorer, and the Gosling comes out.
Is it?
Oh, any one of those get over, it's a Gosling.
Is that 13 plus?
No, just a win.
Right.
I was going to say Brodie.
No, go for it. If that's your
All right, but I'll change mine. I'll go. Our wingers to have a great game. Dominic Young and Edric Lee, and the Knights to win. Here's your 13 plus. And the Knights to win by 13 plus.
What you hit me for?
And if Dominic Young gets over, you do a Gosling. No, not him.
No, he doesn't have to do another Elvis impersonation.
Yeah, I'll go. Corey.
All right, I'm going the Knights, women, and the men to do the double this weekend.
Well, mine is Clem will get over and score, and Brodie Jones will score. That's mine.
And what are you going to do if Brody scores? Or Clem?
Cheer.
No
You
Gosling?
did a shoey.
Nah.
He's the shoey.
Have you seen my shoes?
No.
It'd be more like a keg.
Do you want to do the Phantom?
They've all seen the Phantom.
Chris hasn't.
Nah. All right. If they score, we'll come fancy dress in 2 weeks' time.
All right.
All right. If any of those happen, if Clem and Brody both score, it's fancy dress.
Okay.
All right, deal.
I'm putting the challenge out.
All right.
And I've got to pick the fancy dress.
All right,
And you can't say no.
Then we pick yours.
No, I pick.
All right then.
Deal. All right, you heard it here first. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. We'd like to say a big thank you to Jamie Edmonds, who bidded on the mower and donated these proceeds from the mower to our big walk for little kids that we're doing on the 17th of September. So, throw your support behind that as well. And big thanks to Maitland Power Marine, Dale from Maitland Power Marine, who donated that, plus donated money towards the walk as well. So a huge thank you to Dale. Also, don't forget all our little competitions we got running, just to say zinc and and go get your free coffee down at Fastlane. Well, big thank you also to the Crazy Lady once again. She does a wonderful job on and off the show, so huge thank you to them. Adam over there in Western Australia does a massive job for us. Floorboy Gary, as usual, behind the camera, and also a big thank you to our sponsors. Hymix, Mobile Travel Agents, Sports Power, Muso's Corner, Purnell Trophy, Steak and Chops, Sayers Inc. I've probably missed one or two, but our major one in Burton Automotive, huge thank you.
And Grand Matriarch Distillery Company.
That's right. And
So how much is the mower up to now?
the mower has been sold.
Oh, has it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you can bid on it still, if you like.
Yeah.
And huge thank you to Adam and that as well over there in Western Australia that does a marvellous job behind the camera. So there was something else, but you interrupted me and I've forgotten now. I can't remember what it was.
Who won the prize for the question?
Oh, yeah, who won the question of the week? What do you reckon? Who do you think?
I reckon Daniel.
Nah.
I reckon who was the one that did with the women's? Who asked who did that?
Oh, yeah, Molly.
Molly?
Yeah.
Molly wins?
Yeah, I reckon,
Yes.
I reckon Molly with that question was really good.
Yeah.
It was
Fair.
about the women.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And you watch, I'll get off the show and I'll go, oh, that's what I wanted to say. But yeah, thanks to everyone for
No, thank you again for
coming
your,
in. And,
Thank
your
you
work.
for it. Good night.
And big thank you to Christopher coming in and
Yeah.
putting you
Chris.
through your
Like I said,
misery.
I'm glad to be here.
And
Thank you for letting me on the show.
big thank you to Brodie Jones as well for giving up some of his time tonight.
Yeah,
So,
that was
thank
good
you.
off him.
champion guy, and stay tuned. We've got some really good stuff coming up, and even some in the off season that you're going to get a good laugh out of. So, all right, guys. Till next week.
Once
Good
a night.
night.
Once a night.
Always a night.
Always a night. Good night.
I was about to say something. And Christopher Vassallo.
Oh, Christopher. Hi, how are you, darling?
All right, thank you.
That's good. Did I hear that you went to a special concert with made-up men?
No.
You didn't go see Kiss?
Yes, I did. On
Let's count them down. No more.
His idea was it to do this. I think he wanted a bit of you.
Thanks.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
Me.
We'll be all right.
Just get on with it.